And we are live, wonderful people. Yes. Hello.
Hello, friends.
Hello.
Oohs in chat.
In chat.
Who's in chat? Oh, I hate this. This is a thing now.
It's so good.
Oh no.
The more you try to fight it, the worse it's going to be.
Yeah,
No.
just don't
You
even
know, it's one of those
bother.
things where you like pretend to hate it, but you secretly just love it.
It's just gonna
Tell me.
drill itself into
Confess.
your psyche.
Not necessarily.
Listen.
So what happens is at first
Both-
you hate it, then you start doing it ironically, then you start to genuinely love
Then you
it,
do
and that's
actually
when
like
that's
it.
when I've got you.
I'm trying to stop myself before I reach that level. That's the problem.
That's impossible. Unfortunately,
You might have to leave no initiative if that's your goal. Just
Oh,
sorry.
no.
That's
Oh,
the oohs are terminal. It's, you
Oohs
just
have
you
it.
got
the
it.
oohs have it, so.
You just got it.
believe this.
The ooze have it.
Fine,
So-
I guess.
I'm going to ask kindly for a recap from the person who just has no excuse for not knowing it happened because he was just spectating last time.
Oh my
Nunu,
gosh. I
can
have
you
no
tell
idea.
me where we're at?
I have no
This is your
idea what
punishment.
happened.
This is
All right. Let me think about
Notice
this.
I didn't say give me a recap. I said where are we at?
Where are we at? Okay. Phew, that's easier.
Exactly
We are
on the map.
currently on the map. There's no map, Robert. What do you think this is? A
I want
bland
latitude
thing?
and
What,
longitude.
next to you thinking that we're not gonna have initiative? What the fuck, man?
we're gonna have a blood drive.
Nats, I believe we are in some kind of cave somewhere that I have no idea where. On the way from where we were last time to Surveyne. That's where we are. In a cave midway to Surveyne.
Yeah,
In
in the mountains.
the
on the way to Surveyne.
mountains. And there was dawn, like the literal effect, dawn, and then inside the cave there was another dawn, which actually was a granny person from Shamsara, we think. And it appears that she's very powerful and possesses great magics and was able to teach Faris
Yeah.
how to harness the power of love to extract from Zayke's freaking ribcage, gnarly looking axe that just popped open and out and got flung into a corner that the doctor picked up upon a very emotional scene, also known as smooches. The doctor came back with the axe, and Dawn explained that it was the physical representation of Zayke's bond to the Shadow Realm, and it needed to be destroyed. And for that, Dawn has an axe ball for some kind of ritual that requires blood of the link, blood of someone that loves the link, and a bone of a child, Nat.
Got my axe bowl.
Got my axe ball. That's literally where it ended, wasn't it?
Yep.
I really hope the next thing she says is, "And I have my child bone ready." You don't have to like pull out Rose teeth or cut off their hand or anything.
But they just go, don't ask how I got this.
Don't ask. I have, a surplus, it's fine.
children bones here.
Just go into the pantry and there's just like a basket that just has child's bones.
Oh no.
Don't ask, just be cool about it.
That's
The
just
adequate
got
note.
kicked out of the Solari.
Don't be a knock.
Ethically sourced children's bones.
That's
Right.
Free range. Free range,
I hate
ethically
it.
sourced children's bones.
So yeah, the Dawn helped Lena and Ferris save Zayke from this dark thing that had him in its clutches, and also Mr. Batinga. But what else? Anything else important happened that session?
Nope.
Nope, I don't know what you're talking about, Nat. It's not
No.
like there are a bunch of
I
people
want-
poisoned by scones. No.
No, it's fine.
I want
Oh,
to hear
Zayke
I want to hear what else happened from Megan.
No, I blacked out after the smooches, so
No, before the smooches.
She blacked out before the smooches too.
I blacked out before the smooches too.
The smooches revived her, but then
I was briefly aware of what happened in that moment. What did happen?
You
Right,
learned
yeah, that.
Zake's family.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
that's
Zayke has
right.
a
Zayke has a
weird
brother.
who's also Everett's
Who's
dad.
also Everett's dad,
Which makes
Everett's
Everett
daddy.
who has a shadow
And-
cutter, which is the
and he
most
just
important part
invited
about
you-
all of this.
He invited you
Is
to
it-
like coffee, right? Just to catch up and do you connect from Lost Family. That's how you met him, right?
Yes.
Yeah, no, he came to be like, look at my cool shadow cutter. Wouldn't it be cool if you had one, Lena? And Lena was like, yeah, it would be. Except that didn't happen because Lena was being cleavered by Mr. Batinga in an alleyway when Zake's brother was in the flat. So that was cool. Lena got cleavered by Mr. Batinga. That also happened.
Yep.
It was
But-
very kind.
It was gentle, wasn't
It
it? Because it was from Mr.
It was a
Batinga.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it definitely wasn't several inches into the
Friendly-
shoulder. It was
friendly
fine.
cleavering
I mean,
Yeah, just
you know.
a nondescript friendly cleavering.
between friends.
Yeah.
Best
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
cleaving.
Between
Yeah,
the-
what's a cleaver in the shoulder between friends?
This individual broke into Starfall Spire with the intent of killing Zayke, but upon learning that his target was his brother, left without
Oh, and
doing
his name was
the job.
Dark Cloak, which is super lame.
That's
Yeah.
Lamest
Code
name
name.
ever.
and it is lame.
Like, almost as bad as Blue Jay.
Almost as bad, but not as
Almost.
bad.
No, Shrike's like low down there. Magpie's the killer though.
Come on, Shrike
Magpie's
is pretty
dope.
badass. I have to
Yeah,
defend.
Shrike is cool.
Shrike
I have
is
to
pretty
defend
cool.
Shrike
Blue
somewhat.
Jay, yeah.
Shrikes are butchers.
Yeah, they are. They're
Ooh.
So-
birds are cool.
So Blue Jay does prove that not every bird name is good though.
Yeah.
Yes, I guess.
It's
So
sad.
sad.
It's sad.
But yeah. You are in the cave with the Dawn's cave, the cave of the Dawn, Dawn cave.
Dawn Cave.
The cave for Dawn. It just had fixed the people.
The cave made exclusively to hold Dawn's cave. That cave.
Dawn's cave.
I'm sorry.
So bad for the poor staff who has no idea what we're talking about.
Everybody go
Alright.
watch The Emperor's New Groove.
Please. So you're in the cave with Batinga and Zayke, wounded, a little achy, but returned to the light, so to speak, with an axe that has an eye. It's kind of soul edgy, and
Kinda.
I believe inaxable. And I think that's right. We're gonna pick up. We just got my axable.
The axable. Like it's just the thing. Like, did you get that at a Tupperware party or something?
Oh, so, well, actually, I use these bowls for a lot of things like salads and other meals. But today it's an axable.
Salad spinach.
You are gonna wash it afterwards, right?
She looks you dead in the face and goes, "Nah, like cold water will do."
We're not eating out of it, so what's the matter?
And she cracks a smile.
No. You know.
So how do we destroy this thing? What do we need to do?
Well, we need the axe and the bowl. She gestures to Fallen.
Doctor?
Put it in the bowl.
Thank you.
The axe
Poke it in the
hisses
eye.
slightly.
Step 1, check.
I'm not even joking. I poke it in the eye.
It's actually like a hard shell over the eye.
I still poke it.
Like yep. You poke it. It hisses slightly and leaves that oily, bloody residue on your hands. It just coats it. It seems to just exude it.
Ugh.
And I just listed the things in order. So now we need the blood.
All right. Okay. What's the easiest way to do this, Doctor?
Yeah, I'm like, it's
I can give you a light cut. How much blood do you need?
Quite a
a
bit.
pint.
Quite a bit.
Okay, yeah. Just come over here. Put your hands above. I will cut you across the palm exactly where it is necessary.
Hands plural?
Well, two of you needed blood to give blood, right? Was I wrong?
So Lena will just like pop her blade out of her other hand and just chink.
Well, okay. So, Lena's already taken care of it. Here you
Lena
go.
takes 2 points of damage.
Yep. It's like, oh, that
That's
hurts.
total for the blood loss.
Yeah.
and cut Zake's as well.
And this is the part where we were in that, like, across the palm is the worst place to cut for,
Yeah, I
like,
was just
any
thinking
kind of
that.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially
Why
like
do
if you need to
characters always
lose
do that?
in like
I can't,
you need to,
I
this
can't
is
hold
like
a
lot of
weapon
blood.
for forever.
Excuse me, I'm going to heal it.
Aha.
It's not my dominant hand. So I
Also,
don't-
didn't do the dominant hand.
yeah.
And really, it's
Ain't
right
no blood
here,
in my there's
right
no blood in my
after the
dominant
vein.
hand.
And then she just looks at Ro, and then back. And,
Be over here
and
bleeding.
then a bone from a child.
Oh, all right.
What do we need?
No, she just kind of instinctively steps in front of Ro. Like, she's not like, you're not going to do this, but it's just like an instinct thing.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, I can make whatever we take regrow. It's just not. It's not a fun thing to do.
Just a tooth, right? Should be fine.
We need it to help Zeke, so
As long as a tooth is fine, that is less intrusive than anything else.
Could do, like, the end of the pinky.
I don't need that. Ro just holds out their hands.
All right. Nope. Yeah. It will grow back. Don't worry.
Are you
It will-
sure?
I am 100% sure. And it will be painless. Okay, Ro. Put your hand down, just right over here.
Okay, Ro like comes over and pulls their wolf hood up and sits down and puts their hand out and just closes their eyes.
And the
Like,
doctor,
it's okay.
the doctor reaches into his sleeve. Normally, he just whips out whatever he's grabbing, but he reaches into the sleeve and pulls out a bone saw, and then puts their hand onto Ro's and casts Relieve on Ro, so that Ro will not feel any pain. Puts the bone saw against the pinky and then goes, I really don't want to do this.
It's okay.
And right through the pinky in 3.
It comes off real quick, but Batinga is hiding behind his hand. Just like peeking. It's
And
fine.
then as the
Uh,
pinky
yeah, and
separates...
there's more blood than you expect. Just gonna say that.
Yeah. But as it separates, I will cast Restore on Ro, which will grow back any missing limbs, appendages, etc. And cost me 7 whole AP.
Are you done yet?
And as just this white light seems to come out from the hand that was holding Rose, you watch as just almost like a sci-fi movie reconstruction of body parts. It just starts to stitch a new pinky from the base where it was cut off. All right, great. That worked better than I thought. I have never done it before, but don't worry, I knew it would work.
It's okay. I didn't feel anything. You were right, Doctor.
That's good. I still didn't like doing it. All right, and
We had to. It's okay.
the
I'm
doctor will
glad you
pick
told
up
us
the
you hadn't
pinky.
done before after the fact, by the way.
Yeah, thank you for that. I'm gonna walk
Thank
over
you.
and just sort of like check Ro, hold them, and make sure everything has grown back.
It's all right. My master taught me about it a long time ago. I knew I could do it. But here, and picks up the pinky and brings it over to the bowl. I just throw it in.
Yes, but be careful. It's not going to want to go. You can see the eye on the axe frantically looking about from Falwyn to the Dawn to the other people it can see from like in the head inside the bowl.
I just want to bleed. Just gonna bleed on it.
Okay.
Is there anything we need to know about what this thing is gonna do before they put the finger in there? Should we be
Well, it's
prepared
a
for
physical
fight,
manifest.
or-
Maybe. It's a physical manifestation of Zayke's connection to the realm of shattered light, so it could use that ability to, make a connection to the realm of shadowed light.
Okay.
Oh, nothing
Oh.
we haven't dealt with before, right?
You'd be surprised. Just keep an eye out, just in case you see something weird. Let me know.
Draw my spear, cast Fiery Avenger,
Same.
put up a shield.
The works.
I'm just gonna
Oh, I already had a shield up.
step
as long
up
as I
to
don't lose another arm to it.
step up to anyone at not full HP and cast Mend on them to give them 5 more. So please tell me if I'm using AP on you.
You are not, but you need to tell me how much I need to pay.
No.
Yeah.
Mend I have to pay for.
I mean, I have
okay.
8. That's fine. I'm fine only having 8.
Yeah, I'm casting it on you two. Shut up.
8 is so
That's
many
2
hit points. That's
HP.
4 times as many as I usually have.
I had 5, so I'll accept it.
Yeah. It's 1 AP
Oh yeah,
for Mend.
heals.
It's just,
Yeah,
you know.
heals 8.
You had 6.
Oh,
but
okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right.
No, I
I'm
had
like,
1
heals
plus
8.
your 6 minus 2 of the cut, so 5.
Oh yeah, the cut. Right.
All right.
All right.
That's fine.
Everyone seems okay. All right. Let's do this, I guess. And I will attempt, since I'm the one with the finger, to put it into the ball.
Yeah, you just plop it into the pool of blood at the bottom of the bowl.
Just look at the Dawn and go, you said that would be harder.
And she's just takes a few steps back.
I step back as well.
And the bowl starts to rumble. It's like, that was such a good bowl. As the bowl starts to rumble, and a few things happen at once. There's a rending noise, like the sound of the atmosphere burning. Like lightning, but continuous. Then there is the visual effects. As the bowl raises up and the blood starts to sprout out into what that starts as a crystalline formation. This grows on the table, on the stone table, into a roughly humanoid shape, crystallizing and locking into a bulky, monstrous humanoid shape with the axe as the protrusion on one hand of one of the arms. Big and menacing. The other arm ends in a large mouth. There is a head, but instead of eyes or a face, it has a long bloody horn, like you see on those fight me. Like you see on the hunter creatures in the Shadow Realm. Speaking of which, on this rending and tearing noise, on the way back and the way in, you, Zayke, see portals appear very swiftly into that familiar dark speckled land. And you see 2 of these creatures that you've tussled with before step into the land of light.
Okay.
Your protagonist, you go first.
I would like to go first.
Yes, I would like. Oh, all right,
is-
fine.
It's very quick. Seeing this happen, the doctor steps back a little more, puts a hand on Zayke, and casts Relieve. Be fearless, my friend.
Oh, that's not what we need.
I'm just saying, I don't... No. Relieve, not Nox, just means that you are immune to fear and pain.
Cool.
So, just in case these things wanted to take you over again, I am trying to protect you
Smart.
from it.
Nice.
And that's my
I'll
turn.
repeat. You sure?
I would like to do a thing.
No.
How far
Continue.
away are these things?
They are nearby.
All right. So I'm
I
gonna.
love how I can just say that in this game. I can just be like, they're nearby.
Yeah, and that means that means a thing.
Cool.
Lena starts like frantically like fiddling with her arm. And we'll look over at Zayke and be like, this is new. It's very cool. And is like fiddling with her arm, and all of a sudden, she just kind of points it like finger guns, like, or Yu Yu Hakusho spirit gun style, points it at one of them, and I'm going to use my death hand, which automatically hits for 6 HP.
Ooh.
As
What are you shooting?
I'm shooting one of the I'm gonna shoot the thingy that came out of the bowl.
Reasonable. The axe knight.
Yes. Yeah, so yeah, just like does some filling. And it looks
The axe
very-
knight has an ability that reduces all damage it takes by 2, so it takes 4.
It's still pretty good though.
It stumbles back, it staggers backwards slightly from that impact and locks in on Lena. And you can feel it licking at your very psyche. And it knows you're important to the one it wants to hurt.
You're not getting him back again. And I'm gonna like move in front of Zayke.
Intercept.
Yes, I'm preemptively intercepting.
Zayke just puts his hand, the cut hand, on Lena's shoulder. Don't speak like that to the thing that has your blood in it, please. Ferris, Ro, can you take care of those two? As Zayke kind of swirls around Lena, jumps up on the table, I think, where the ball was, and tries to swing wildly with his scimitar that's currently glowing a light with starlight. Swinging wildly. And that's a triumph, Nat. 21st roll.
That's like 8
Welcome
damage,
back,
right?
Zayke.
Night, baby!
Welcome back.
I believe that is 12 damage, Nat.
Oh, is your weapon a 3 damage weapon?
Because I cast the Fiery Avenger on it.
Right. Yeah, so it takes 10.
Oof.
Nunu just one-shot a frickin' minion.
It's not dead.
Ooh.
I also
However,
helped.
I would like to describe how you remove one of its limbs.
Nice. So yeah, as Zayke says that to Lena and just pushes her ever so slightly, gently aside, and uses that momentum to spin around and step on the table. Just literally, as he tries to go to the flank of this creature to weaken it, but as it sees Zayke approach, the limb kind of tries and grab it, and as it grabs, Zayke stops in midair, kicks the edge of the table, and just swings upwards, completely severing the limb off the rest of the body. And bless you.
Hell yeah.
Zayke bless you.
As Rowan put it, Zayke is back, baby!
Yeah, yeah.
Baby.
Don't eat the Zayke
That's a
dip.
hell yeah. All right. Oh, we got Ferris, Ro, and then Dawn, who I've made a sticky note for, so hopefully I won't forget.
Aw.
Well, yeah, Faris is just as soon as those two creatures appear, she like locks onto one of them and repeats the same motion with her hands as before and casts Last Light on one of them and overloads the beam.
Oh, yeah. Can you read me what that
Look
does?
what you gave her, Nat.
This is what you have done.
What
have you brought?
You overload the beam and instantly kills commoners and minions and deals 12 damage to bosses. If Last Light kills the target, it disintegrates into ash.
Well, there is now 2 enemy creatures remaining, not 3. As one of those hunters gets immolated by this beam, striking
Yes.
into it and spreading through, showing cracks in its skin, vaporizing the oil blood that goes across it. When the bloom of light fades, there is nothing but ash.
Faris genuinely smirks a little bit and then just kind of moves towards the other two, spear in hand. Just ready to stop them from coming anywhere near Zayke while he takes care of the other one.
Bro,
Yeah, Ro's gonna pretty much follow in Ferris's wake and shift into their wolf form, just sort of snarling and growling. And I can't make an attack when I shift the same round, but they'll position themselves pretty much also just like as a buffer to keep these things from messing with Zayke.
Hell yeah.
We are a wall of protection for Zayke now.
Well, the Dawn is going to go, and she flows around, and the very light that strikes into the room, the hole in the wall, bends around for her. And as she flicks her hands towards the other hunter, it strikes it for just a nice little 4 damage.
Way to go, Dawn.
You better, Dawn.
No,
Have
Dawn's
you seen my party members?
I mean,
I love how they're like, Invoker's the best role, best class, and I'm like,
That's a
that's
wizard,
wizard,
spell.
baby.
that's a wizard
That's
spell.
wizard, baby.
And also a spy best class.
I will say, it's a wizard spell, but it's also a Ferris spell.
It's a
It's a
Ferris
very
spell.
Ferris spell.
Very much so.
It is.
All right. So you rended the mouth arm off of the Axe Knight, and that arm is going to slither across the ground and try to bite Zayke in the leg.
Oh, that sounds awful.
That sounds unpleasant.
Large mandibles and teeth on the inside.
Oh,
It'd be a
Spider-Man's not
shame
going to
if someone were
intercept?
It'd be a shame if someone were to intercept that.
Are you gonna intercept it?
Hell yeah, I'm gonna intercept it. You can't push me aside and say you're fine.
All right. So Lena, describe how you dive in the way of this thing.
Like
And
that.
also how it gets you really, really badly from that.
Oh fuck. I think so. Zayke like got up to like a higher level. Like Zayke was up on like a table.
I was about
With
to,
the
but then I
knife.
just kicked it
Oh,
and came back down because
yeah.
the limb. Yeah.
So well,
Yeah.
so Lena's closer to the ground, so therefore sees it fall and kind of just like is focusing on the axe knight, but then like hears it and tries to like step on it before it gets to Zayke. And I think she just like gets it enough to get its attention that it attacks her instead. Like she steps on it a little bit, but not enough to stop it, enough for it to like whip around and invade her.
So as you go to step on it, it twists around and bites you heartily around, and like putting your entire boot in its mouth, sinking in, dealing 4 points of damage and dragging you back to the knight.
I need those hit points. Actually, no, it's fine. I have 6 right now. That's more than
At
enough.
which point, the axe knight is going to axe you just a couple questions.
Oh, just okay. That's fine. I have time for a couple.
Is Spider-Man jumping in?
It would be a shame, Nat, if someone were to intercept this.
I
Lena and
love you
Zayke are back,
guys so
baby.
much.
This bullshit.
This is the best stuff.
Such idiots.
All right.
Idiots.
It's really annoying because Zayke is immune to fear.
Ooh, that's helpful.
So it
not
makes 2
just Zayke.
attacks. The first one strikes Zayke from standing in the way, burying itself for 4 points of damage, and rending open a nice wound which seems to weep a blackened blood. And then it swings around, tries to get at Lena again. And are you intercepting again?
It would be a
Mr.
shame, Nat, if someone
Alright.
were to
Jerk.
intercept
How
this
dare
attack.
how
Another-
dare you protect
Another
me?
4 damage. Another dark weeping wound. The one
Down to
last
2 hit points. Who
remaining
do you think
enemy.
you are?
You. I think I knew.
Last remaining enemy, the hunter, is actually going to go after Ferris.
I wonder why, gee.
Because it vaporized its friend.
Come at me, bro.
Oh, wait, they have friends? Oh, are we the baddies?
It's like in The Last of Us where the dogs have names and it makes you sad when.
Okay,
Don't
so
make me
first
cry.
it's going to try to impale you with the long, protruding horn that comes out of it, just the base of its neck shoulder, which is just so comfortable. It gets a mixed success, so I'm going to
Ooh.
give you a choice here.
Can I counterattack
Ooh.
that then? I have counterattack. Is that
I
what
think
that's for?
counterattack
Yeah, it's
does
mixed
something with
success
that,
or
right?
less.
When
On
they
a
roll
failure
a
or-
tough choice or worse on a
Tough
basic
choice or
attack
worse, yeah.
against you, you parry their attack and take no damage. If they roll a failure or worse, you can also immediately roll the die to make a basic attack
Okay.
on them.
So it was gonna give you a choice, but you parry it to the side because
Nice.
it rolled that. But the other one rolls a better than a tough choice. So beyond that, it turns to you in its long snouted mouth opens, and as it opens, the creature opens, just the mouth continuing like a zipper down it as it is going to engulf you inside of it. You find yourself inside a darkened place, lined with teeth all the way around. They swirl in circular motions, circular patterns. They're not moving yet, and you get lightly rumbled for 2 points of damage.
Okay.
In there. I don't like it. Get out fast.
And everyone else. This happened to Zayke before.
Yeah.
But everyone else sees this thing just open, like its entire body is a mouth, and just envelop Ferris. You can see just a little light glowing from out of its mouth, which is very odd for the creature's style.
Go!
We're back to our protagonists, and I'd like to start with Ferris.
This is a valid choice.
Don't see why.
You
So
see...
at the start of your turn inside there, the teeth start to spin, and you take 2 more damage.
Okay.
Oh, that's great.
Faris is having absolutely none of this and would like to cast Last Light from inside the monster.
Uh-oh.
You've given her this, and now she will use it.
Just remember, Nat, you did this to yourself.
You have done this.
This could have been Smite instead. Is this empowered?
You mean it's
Last
Smite
Light.
have been?
Sorry, I need to scroll down to see how much damage each of them does.
Norm was 6 damage, and 5. No, empowered is 12. The norm was 3 points.
You know what? I'm not going to take any chances. Yeah, I'm overloading the beam again. She just like, she sees the teeth starting to spin, and she just concentrates again, and just like the light kind of waves out of her entire body and just turns the thing to dust around her. I assume.
So I'm gonna add one nuance in detail. You totally it goes to ash. It's totally dead. But I feel like you get that like anime shot of like the laser beam into the sky, cutting a hole out of the building. Ferris stands there, glowing and dampened.
It's valid.
Looking so awesome.
So, is that the last of the minion creatures?
Yeah.
Yes. Now
Can
there
I-
is just the axe.
Can I do a stab on
Yeah.
the Axe Knight, please?
Totally.
Thank you.
I believe
I would
stabs
very
are
much
allowed.
like. I would very much like to put some poison on my stabber and stab
Sure.
them. Please and thank you.
Are you murder
All right, give
poisoning
me a
it?
roll.
That is a 17.
a
So
full success.
and I have put on it my black poison, which kills commoners and minions, but bosses are hit for 10 HP. So that'd
Right.
be 12 total HP.
So as you strike into it, a chink in the armor, it starts to rise. But as you see its response, you feel a very similar strike of pain in you, and so does Zayke. As the 3 of you have a blood bond currently. So Zayke and Lena and the creature all take 10 damage. The creature takes 2 more on top of that.
Well,
Well, both
it's been
Lena
real
and
friends.
Yeah. Just immediately drop.
Yep, bye. We died as we lived.
So they
Very
drop.
true.
They're still
idiots.
conscious, but can't take actions.
That the
Robert, you
doctor
okay? Well,
That
So-
sucked.
Well, I mean, like, the problem is, now the doctor has to choose who to bring up. It's going to be Zayke, only because he's finally back, but I'm just saying.
No!
No, that's
Lena.
fine.
Lena
Yes,
dies
do
today,
it.
you're
No,
gonna feel
heal
so
Zayke.
bad.
No, what you want to do is
Two
you
other
want to heal
healers here, it's
Zayke.
So,
We're
Dr.
having a self-sacrifice off.
Folvinzenor rushes over and just like, oh no, and just kind of like grasps Zayke in his arms and lifts him to his feet. And just like, because the doctor is quite a bit taller than Zayke, sits as he's kind of embracing him, sits his head upon Zayke's, and it just kind of looks like a bird mask on the top of Zayke's head as the doctor's hand goes across the wound and a bright white light comes out and the wound appears to cauterize as I cast healing Zayke to full. And spending Zayke's AP instead of mine.
How much?
2.
2. Cool.
Hell yeah.
And then I let go of Zayke because he can stand on his feet and just rush over to Lena but can't do anything.
All right, what's Ro doing?
I forget. Did the creature that ate Ferris get exploded from inside yet?
Big
Okay.
disintegrate energy.
Then I'm gonna race over to assist the doctor with the one that just took down Lena and Zayke, and I'm gonna try and bite it.
Yes.
Yeah. So
I
the
can't
axe
do
knight,
much.
after taking the poison, landed on it with the axe on the table.
Oh, it's just a 10.
That's enough for a tough choice.
Okay.
So I think you can get it for full damage, but it will get you, or it will damage something in your inventory of your choice.
No, I think Ro would take some damage because I'm at full right
Alright.
now.
So you take 2, it takes 2, or is it 3?
3.
Okay.
So I just go over and bite it, and I just hold on.
Ouch.
Zayke, you just got healed by the doctor. Something struck in your heart. Hurt so bad.
It was
You
love.
see Lena on the ground.
Look down. Look at the
Love
doctor.
hurts.
Look at the doctor. The grip on the blade tightens. Turns to the doctor. Thank you. Next time, don't you fucking dare bring me up before her. And just dashes forwards again with little care for his own safety, trying to cleave the because that still has one limb, right, holding the axe. Just gonna try and
Yeah.
sever the connection between the creature itself and the axe it's holding with a wild attack.
Hit me.
That is almost. I thought it was a 19, but it's a 16. Doesn't matter. Still very good. For a total of. Wait, that was my thing.
Like
That's
that's like 6,
double.
right?
It's only 4 because I went down, so I assume the Fiery Avenger also went down. Oh, because it didn't went down. Like I don't know, 6 then. Sure.
All right. You strike at this creature with your flaming. That's not flaming. You're just starry. That's your theming,
Yeah,
right?
it's just starry.
So,
yeah. So pretty.
You slice across it, leaving little points of light shattered across its body. The armor Kongat's wearing, the crystalline pattern of the bloodstone, shatters, and what is left exposed is something that was some twisted facsimile of a heart, exposed out of its chest.
Paris.
I think the Dawn is going to put her hands together and just reach towards Lena, and you see a wash of compassion go across her face, and there's small rings of light appear across Lena's body, up just a few inches off, and Lena's going to heal for 3 HP.
Nat, just a random question for no reason.
Tuesday.
Do we somehow also feel mildly compassionate?
Yes.
Ooh.
I wasn't expecting someone to catch that so fast. Piece of shit.
Invite me to your games then.
I need to play with
You-
less smart play people.
You have
All right,
done
all
this
you're out.
yourself. You know, that's fair.
Right.
Respect
All right.
yourself.
Really,
Now
that's
it is the Axe Knight's turn.
Correct.
So it raises its axe looks at Lena, and then
Hello.
it actually raises up like it's sharp at Lena and twists backwards with a big swipe at Zayke.
Be ashamed of someone.
Can I, as a reaction, just say,
Megan? Kill you.
I will intercept instead of Megan.
Oh,
to
shit.
to stop Lena from doing it because she has no HP.
That's a lie. I have 3. You can do play with
and-
3 HP.
But your interception costs an AP, right? 1?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. I have loads.
I know. I'm just trying to remember the mechanics here. That's all.
But Lena does not have a lot of HP.
No,
That's
that's
true, yeah.
that's
Fair.
true. You are correct. Does she
you
care
see
about
you
that?
see my
No.
mind games. I'm like, if I attack Lena, there's no way it hits Lena. But if I attack Zayke,
Yeah.
it might
Then
hit
it's good.
Lena.
He's on to us.
But then
Faris was
unexpected Faris.
already, Faris
Yeah.
was already heading back over to fight the monster, and then she sees it swinging for Zayke, and she just like ducks and dives around, and
Nobody
it.
expects Ferris.
All right, so it's going to strike Ferris for 4 points of damage and instill into your heart a bead of fear. So this is one of those like woo-woo emotion-y mechanics. Basically, whatever action you do in your next turn, you have to justify as protecting something that you could lose.
okay.
It's not that big, but it's present. And now it's going to try to stab Ferris again.
I will intercept this Nat. I
don't actually have intercept.
can't.
You can't.
I'm
You
kidding, I'm
can't.
kidding.
I just need to not attack Lena, and I just need to attack Ferris more. All right, we can do this.
Yeah, that's the trick. Just
I was
kill
like-
Ferris.
Like I can
I
only
object.
intercept if it's Zayke.
All right, so it rolled a failure, so Ferris, you get a counterattack.
Oh hell yeah!
no, yeah.
Hell yeah! Ooh, that is 17 on the counterattack. So that's got Fiery Avenger up. So that does. God,
That's 3?
Back up 3, I think. It's been so long since we've done proper combat. I've forgotten what all my abilities do apart from the new one.
What is combat?
What is combat?
Huh?
It's
Yeah, 3 damage.
all right. It gets you swiftly parry. That's the word I'm looking for. Its axe, leaving it open. Bury your spear. You go for the heart, but you don't quite hit it.
Yeah,
But you get
Kind
in
of.
you get chest cavity.
yeah.
You're on
Like,
the green.
Frosted in the moment, slightly misses, but just rams
Yeah.
the spear straight through.
Nice on. And then that mouth that Zayke removed is going to bite Ferris. It has chosen a strategy.
Smart.
Cool.
That's also a failure, so you get to stab it again.
Cool.
What?
I was about to say I've made a huge mistake, but I think I've done something very right.
It's going good.
That was
That's 14 on the counterattack.
It takes another 3.
Okay.
Though it's bleeding and its viscera is all over this table. Like this nice little homey cave is just there's stuff everywhere. You slice along one of the veins leading into this heart, big air quotes, and you see more of this blackened stuff pumping out. And you also see something else. A bead of light from inside that heart. More like a flicker or a flame as it's growing bigger. as this viscera and stuff that it sloughs off is highly flammable. As the creature lunges at you for one last attempt with the horn of its face. It's going to try to horn you.
That.
Bite me. Which is going to hit.
Okay.
So it's nothing fancy there. It just lunges at you, embeds in like your collar for 3 points of damage, and then it explodes.
Oh. Okay.
Excuse?
Cool.
Boy, that escalated
Excuse?
quickly.
So this, so Ferris automatically fails because right there, but everyone else can roll the die to avoid the exploding fire.
Okey-dokey.
Easy.
Oh, that's a
Triumph.
19.
Ooh.
119.
20. Oh my god.
Well,
3 triumphs.
12.
Bow, bow, bow.
Zayke?
12.
Okay, you're good. The dawn does not get out of the way. Successful.
Front row.
Grandma.
Grandma!
And also,
Granny.
Mr. Batinga's been cowering, but this might get him. No, he's cool. He's cool. He's good.
He's cool. He's
When danger
Yes,
is present, he
Batinga.
can be surprisingly quick.
valid.
Nice.
Um,
Smart.
But Ferris, you are now significantly, like thoroughly on fire. The fire has a darkened hue, and
Not the good
you know,
kind.
yeah. So it's like dark with the fades to orange and brighter colors on the outside of the flames. And you also immediately take 6 points of damage.
Okay, cool, I'm down.
So Ferris is down and on fire, and
Stop,
most of
drop,
the
and
room is
roll.
on fire. But all the enemies are gone. So, but I would like still people to remember we're still in an action sequence. So, like keeping in mind how long you're taking is important.
Mhm.
I'm assuming that the doctor might want to do something here. Just a guess.
I mean, ooh, do I? Yeah. The doctor's going to run up to Ferris through the fire and the flames, and just
I'm having Guitar Hero 3 flashbacks.
and just embrace her, and light just shocks into her, giving her a heal. I'll only make her
Okay,
pay
so,
1 AP for it.
Doctor, you're on fire too now.
Yeah,
As you just hugged someone who was thoroughly on fire.
understood.
how
And then
much
I
do
will stop, drop, and roll.
How much do I heal, Robert? Was that a full heal?
That's full.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, Faris just gasps. And then like, am I still on fire as well?
Yes, you're still quite on fire.
Just immediately like grabs some dirt off the ground and just smacks it all over herself.
That's real smart because it's grease fire. But yeah, that will start to work. I think over the course of you two smothering the fire, you'll take another 5 damage because it's
Okay.
hard to put out and it does quite a bit per round. But you are going to be okay. It is during that sequence that I think Ro notices that the axe is dismembered and lying on the table, just the head of it. On its side, the eye upwards, you can see the very red angry veins, and the eye actually pulses.
Ooh, I'm curious. Ro's gonna, I'm still in wolf form, but I'm gonna just sort of like trot over it, because nobody else is unconscious right now, right? Everybody else is at least up.
Everyone's okay.
Okay.
Is the
So
Dawn
I'm-
okay?
Dawn's okay. She has quite a bit of HP.
Ro is curious, so they're gonna trot over and I'm gonna recast Nature's Watch, which I think probably ended because it only lasts an hour since they cast it while we were like first looking for the tunnel. And I'm gonna give myself just Aura Sight and Infra Sight, which lets me detect anything affected by a spell, but also like relative heat for things, because Ro remembers that Zayke's whole body temperature had changed when like he first started getting all weird, and they're just curious about this pulsing thing.
All right. So this axe is quite warm, like a fever kind of temperature. But you can also tell that it is under the effect of a spell. The spell that you all invoked has made it vulnerable. At this point, all that's needed is to pierce the eye.
Oh, really?
Ooh,
Tastefully.
can I volunteer as tribute?
Yeah, sure. Ro will be like, I think we just need to smush this thing. You hear in your head.
Seems easy enough. And I will reconfigure my hand back into hand form. I'm like a transformer now.
Zayke starts walking up to it.
Nope. Cha-cha! Stab.
You're gonna need to be fast, Lena.
Stab. I stab it.
Right. As you bring your hand down onto the table, you never impact it. As when you strike, it dissolves into shadow. Like how an enemy dies in like Twilight Princess. It just kind of goes. This was an enemy, and now it's a cloud of vaporizing shadow.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that.
Oh.
Except that shadow doesn't vaporize.
Uh-oh.
Close your mouth.
Floats to Zayke in his nostrils.
No.
Oh, no!
What? Did we not do it? Was that not enough?
Just sneeze it out.
Do I see his, like, body temperature change, or the spell carry into Zayke somehow?
There's some magic that enters Zayke, yeah, but it's weird. Your ability to see Zayke, even with your infra sight and your magic sight, kind of starts to flicker. And there's a moment where you realize you can see right through him to the cave behind. There's one of the pieces of fire still behind him.
Wait, what happened?
Was this
Zayke?
supposed to happen? Hello?
Dawn?
Dawn?
Well, it wasn't. You had so much entanglement with the realm of shattered light, you couldn't just entirely bereave yourself from it. You've become something between a wraith, a creature of two worlds.
It doesn't sound like a
That-
good thing.
That
I think
wasn't.
it'll be
The
okay.
importance now is that you can control it.
Wait.
Think of the stars.
Okay.
And she waves her hand and puts it right through Zake's arm.
Ah!
Think of the earth.
Huh.
Now, think of the earth.
Gotcha. Don't
And
slap
she pulls
me.
out a cookie. She pulls out a cookie and just
Grab it.
see.
Surprisingly good. Oh, okay. So this
Now-
means that this is useful. I think.
I mean, at least you can still eat snacks.
That's true,
and
bro.
be careful, because you think of the stars and you become ethereal. You need to be careful not to find yourself embroiled in too much fear or darkness,
Ooh.
because that will take you there.
Okay.
But if you do, to come back, you need to focus on the things you miss.
Okay. Everyone's here, so hear me when I say this, that I will promise that I won't use this unless strictly necessary. I don't want to risk getting back there again.
Glad to hear it.
Question. Dawn,
Yes.
I have the ability to suppress fear for an hour. Should something happen to Zayke. We pretend that never happened. Zayke, and he appears to be falling into this. You think relieving him of his fear would help?
It could. Messing with his emotions through magic is more likely to
But to be fair, it stops...
interrupt. It's more likely to mess with his ability to control it than it is to keep him here, frankly.
To be fair, it does just only stop external fear from affecting him, not his own.
Well, hopefully that won't be necessary, Doctor, but I thank you.
Yeah.
Messing with the controls of magic like this is very dangerous.
I told them that before.
Minimize if you can.
What about the wand?
Oh, Lorelei, there's a history there, and it doesn't bode well. You bear the wand, and that attracts the fear. It will know where you are, and you cannot part with it. Not easily.
Don't worry. We'll find a way. It's okay. Think about it this way. It was necessary evil to get where we are now.
I mean, at
If
least
you
you're
don't
back.
mind me asking, what befell of the wand's last guardian?
We had to release them of
Once
their
upon a time.
duties.
Once upon a time, he was a friend of mine.
Oh,
You knew Billy
Harvest?
Bones?
Arvis.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yes. Billy Bones?
Oh, that's what I called him.
We have to kill
one
Zidane now.
Definitely only Ro called him that. Yeah, sure. No, I'm afraid that once the wand passed to my possession, then Arvis had to be released of his duties. But he mentioned that he was doing that for a long time, right? Kind of turns to everyone else. Like a really long time. Unnaturally
Yes.
so?
Yes.
Wait, I was away at the time. What happened?
Oh, yeah. So there was this skeleton. Kind of tells me the story of how the skeleton was protecting the wand. And in order for Zayke to acquire it, we had to release the skeleton, which was the current guardian, from his duties. And he was able to finally be put to rest.
Thank you for that.
Well,
Oh, I take it that's a good thing then.
Yes. But you need to be careful. Oh. Right now, you're on the course to share a similar fate.
I figured as much.
So how do we avoid that then?
And she kind of waves her hand, and she cleans off the part of the bench against the table with those the light moves and burns away the residue. And she sits. And says, in all my life, in all my power, I have never met someone with the strength required to undo Lorelei's belief.
Till now. Because you've met us.
Yeah.
How optimistic. That'll serve you well.
That's what we do. Mistakes and optimism. I don't remember who said this, but I thought that magic was this complex thing that you had to be really bright to understand, but now that I'm back, all the magic I did while I was being controlled by that fear, it wasn't me doing it, but I think I can still do it. It's easy to me. I just think of something, will it to exist, and it does.
Mr. Easy Magical. Whatever.
Think about it.
Is that not how it's supposed to work?
You're special, Ro. Don't.
Oh.
Stares in, no magic at all.
There's a lot of roots down the path of magical skill, and the oldest ones are not of rote memorization and runic processes. The oldest ones are that of bringing what you imagine into being. Some of the magics that we see commonly are simple, easy to understand. Compare that to the magic of yore. It was dangerous how vague it was. Horrific things could be created. Something had to be stopped.
I was muted. So, I hate to be that guy. However, entire city, poison scones and things like that.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Mr. Batinga kind of... Yeah, I didn't want to say anything, but...
Wait, I just need to ask. When I spoke with Janan, she said that you left the Solari for a reason. That you didn't agree with the way things were being done. I just want to know why and what happened.
Oh. The Solari infusion was imagined as a way to protect the world against the darkest things that we had wrought upon it. And gestures to the wand and the bowl. Oh, there's still a bowl intact at the end of it. Oh, sitting on the table.
Oh, nice.
Oh, the bowl survived.
It was a noble. It was something you would devote yourself to as an act of sacrifice for the better of those around you, a part of the world that needed protection. But with power comes temptation. And soon enough, it wasn't just some way to protect those who lacked the ability to protect themselves. It was a way to control those who lacked the power that they wielded.
So this isn't a recent development. I was lied to from the very beginning.
Oh, no. God, no. God, no. But you have a heart in you. A very remarkable, commonplace thing that somehow so many are lacking. And I'm not to put too much upon you, because I don't want to say pick up my mess, but there are rifts in this world that have been created by differences that need not be out of proportioned as they are. And she looks at Falwyn and at Ferris. She goes, I don't know how, but I thought it important that someone have the perspective that we are a little closer together than we think. But I'm just, rambling over here. Don't worry about me.
Lapis kind of brushes up on the Dawn's leg and just bone purring.
She actually pulls her leg up quite swiftly and goes, what the fuck?
Oh,
then she looks at everyone and goes,
she's my cat.
Sorry.
Oh, so potty mouth. Ooh.
Ferris says not to say that word.
And Ferris is right. Just, well, maybe some of us are more alike than we thought, and others are have interesting hobbies. She says, looking at Lapis.
Which is not a hobby. This isn't my pet. Or not just... let me rephrase that. I don't like using that word. This is my friend.
We're big fans of Lapis.
Okay.
A little less disconcerting after a while.
Does get better.
It's not soft though. Like, what's the point if it's not? I'm getting in the weeds here.
Just try it. You will see. Lapis is the best thing to pet.
Or not, Doctor. If Dawn doesn't want to try, it's
Yeah,
fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's
No,
your
don't worry about
prerogative
it.
if you don't want to.
She like pats the tabletop. Does Lapis go up?
Oh, yeah. Lapis loves pets, so...
She very gingerly like runs a couple fingers down the spine.
How do you scratch Lapis's ears if Lapis doesn't have ears to scratch?
Truly a travesty.
I mean...
When Lapis does that vibrating, purring. Yes. She looks at the little guy and says, "Oh, maybe I judged you too quickly."
And then a squirrel runs up and goes, "Quercus!" No, okay, I'm done.
Right.
Dawn, thank you for everything.
I barely did anything. I just shared a little bit of accumulated wisdom over my aged years.
You showed us the way we did not know. It's a lot. Thank you. You brought back a member of our family by showing us how to.
Wow. My pleasure. Frankly, he's a little dark and stormy for my tastes, but you tall glass of water for you.
Once you get to know them, they're pretty much the same, actually.
Yeah, no, I was going to say it's actually a fair
Yeah.
assessment. Which leads me to say thank you very much. And if I can ever do anything to help with anything, please don't hesitate to ask. You managed to get a message across to Faris, so I assume you can do that in the future if you need us.
There are some who are still aware of our original heritage, original purpose. And hopefully now there's one more.
Zayke looks at Faris. I hope so.
When you see Shannon again, please.
Oh, hopefully I will. She's gonna walk over and take the Dawn's hands in hers and just be like, "Thank you."
I said when, not if. And she winks.
Okay, so poisoned scones.
Yeah.
Yes.
Never a dull moment.
All right.
Doctor, can you bring us back?
Yeah.
Mr. Batinga goes, "So how do we get back?"
Oh, it's fun.
Dawn.
Fine.
Yeah, it's a trip. Welcome to the party, Mr. Batinga. You are now a member. Just
Can I
agree
go
to
back
it.
the bakery,
Third of the
please?
month.
We will drop you off at the bakery, don't worry, but you are currently a member of the party because the spell says that you have to be a member of the party.
The
You're a
spell
hero now
says.
too.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Dues are due on the 3rd, so we'll send you your invoice.
And Mr. Batinga stomps over to not like in anger. That's just kind of how he walks to Lena, and he goes, "By the way, I'm really sorry for cleavering you across the back."
Oh,
Snap my fingers and gate us.
it's like, with it. Like, I've had worse. I say as I have 3 hit points right now, so like Lena's not doing great.
You've always had
No,
worse.
They're like, no, it's fine. Nothing I can't handle. I'm just glad that you're okay.
As you warp back to Valerith, you are hit by the cold wind of the morning. High up in the sky, cloaks go billow. And
Who
Yeah,
left
no,
the
I-
window open?
Does it look dramatic?
always. What was
cloaks.
that? What was that, Isa?
Isn't the gate to our like the inside of our flat?
Yeah, it's our
outside.
No,
Today
it's the main-
outside because I have a moment.
Yeah.
fine.
Dramatic cloaks.
Okay.
So I forgot that. So like, yeah.
The doctor
Always here for the
miscalculated.
drama.
Yeah.
I also find
Hey,
it really
it's a
funny
spell that can
you
work.
can like look backwards and you can see the gondola on the ground a few miles off. You like totally could have flown back.
Yeah, but Nat, poison scones and donuts
valid.
and everything else.
Faris requisitioned that gondola 3 days in a row and then just abandoned it.
It'll find its way home.
Gondola is a member of our party, so it got teleported as well.
I want to note, just because this is the first time the entire party has teleported with the Doctor's Gate, you kind of see as you disappear just a puff of raven feathers.
Nice.
It's just like, wee when we come back out.
In this billowing wind, there was one more cloak as a figure that some of you have seen.
Is it
in
Jake?
your flat just the last night.
Damn it,
sitting
it's
against
Jake.
the glass door to the bakery, cowl down. You can see the beard poking out.
What are you doing here?
Ew.
Jake?
Do you know them?
Friend of yours?
Yeah.
This man tried to break into Zake's room. Do you want to explain yourself?
Excuse?
Oh, that's fine.
Pride is very inaccurate way to put it. Very
Is this
successful?
this man right here is Everett's father?
Excuse again, but also can we look back? If you
That's the only thing I
broke
was
in,
there
How
for.
did you get in?
Oh, he disguised himself as you, so that I would let him in.
Did it look like me?
Yes.
Was I hot?
That's what I was waiting for.
What did my hair look like from the back? I can't see
Like
that.
how did I? It's just I've never met this individual, so I just want to know how good the disguise is. If they
Zayke, do you recognize him?
He's like hood down, right?
He's looked up. You can see like nose down.
Okay. Zake's getting a weird feeling, and you kind of feel it in his voice, but it's
Okay, can you roll me a vibe check, Nuna?
a vibe check.
That was a meme. What are you doing rolling actual dice?
that's
This is a 2000 vibe check, Nat.
Ooh, it was a
Okay.
pretty good roll.
That tracks.
Mm,
Yep,
yeah.
that sounds right.
Okay.
2,000
believe-
out of 100,000.
I'm pretty sure that's a nat 1 because I think Nunu has a plus 1999 modifier.
Yeah, this is probably. I think so. What are you doing here?
Today I was sent to gift wrap something for you.
Excuse me?
You had an intruder while you were gone. A woman by the designation of Venestra. I was sent by a friend to solve that problem.
Is your
Wait.
son all right?
Is Everett okay?
Everyone's okay.
What do you mean, your son? What is happening? Why is
Once
everyone
again,
saying?
I
Friend.
said that this is
Friend.
Everett's
Who
father.
sent
Oh
you?
no! I just realized doctor-patient confidentiality. I cannot tell you that. This is not Everett's father.
Who sent you? A friend?
Arvis sends his regards.
Of course.
Time to shove it.
I
I was informed to give this to one Falwyn Denor, and he reaches into his cloak and pulls out a small letter, tiny little guy.
Leave it to the bad apples to bunch together.
And the doctor holds out his hand.
Zayke, who is this?
We can talk about this later.
He looks Zayke dead in the eyes. A little twinkle in them. And he starts walking. He's like, I'll be on my way now. And he
Faris,
just checks Zayke in the shoulder as he walks by.
Faris is going to call after him. So do you just not give a shit about your son, or?
Ooh. They're better parents than he is anyway.
Weird how history
That-
repeats itself. Your mess seems like they care of it.
I am very confused.
You are a better family than I could provide him. I can see that already.
Fantastic
Okay.
excuse to not have to look after your own child. She's just going to go and slam the door open to the bakery and walk upstairs.
Lena, you see him pull something out of his pocket and slam it down as it makes a hole in the ground as he jumps through and then closes.
I don't know what that was, but I need it. And she's gonna turn and say, who is that?
So, that may have been my half brother.
Wait. Half brother?
May
Yes.
have been? Like,
So-
you aren't sure?
No, definitely was. Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely
All right.
was.
Yeah, he
So-
said as much.
So that makes you
Um,
Everett's uncle?
Uncle.
Fuck's sake.
Before us?
What are the odds?
Oh, not very
I don't know. You
good.
tell me.
When
Not
he
very-
when he was
If I
in
do the
Zake's
math.
room, he said he wouldn't kill his own brother, and then he used that thing to get away.
Half brother.
Really need
I'm sorry,
that
I'm just
thing.
repeating his words. And then Everett saw him and called
Calls
out
him
for his
dad.
dad.
Well, shit.
Well, honestly, it's not good news that he's around, honestly. So let's just keep an eye out, especially if he's doing little jobs for our good friend Arvis, the
No.
douchebag.
No, because that means that. Oh. Yeah, I mean, you don't really want to be in, at least on the receiving end of a job from Arvis.
Especially when it's enforced by that guy.
Wait, what happened to the mean lady then?
I
Oh.
think we'll find
Something
out.
tells me she might not be that much of an issue anymore.
That as well.
You know what? Before we do this and not read a letter for 2 or plus days anymore, the doctor rips open the letter and sees
Good
what it
prop
is.
work.
The letter says, you said you wanted to see a gesture of good faith in actual action from me to help you. Here it is. H. Von. So A. Von H.
All right. So, I did mention that I spoke with Arvis. In that conversation, I said that he would need to show us that he wants to help for us to have any kind of trust. I did not say we would trust him, just, you know. I guess, your half-brother being here and stopping Benestra was that show of good faith.
Well, he knows who else was shadowed, so who knows if he's going to go after the remaining two.
Well, we can fix them now.
Yeah.
So I guess I need to go and
I mean, the ambassador, yes, but like the newspaper woman, if she was just going to say mean things about you, then we can just.
But it might have been because she was
Mean
under the
lady.
influence of this thing.
But wait, do you know when this happened?
Izano's out of character. That is not true.
Yeah. Do you know when this happened, Zayke?
Zayke, it's a little hazy for you.
Fair enough.
She has been writing terrible things about both of us for a while now.
But regardless, it is the right thing
Half
to
of
do.
them true. Yeah, we should make sure to help everyone. And also, do you, and just turning towards Mr. Batinga, do you have like a list of people or order
he's
list?
like in the bakery, like going through
Whipping.
papers at this point.
Do you have an order? Oh, you're doing it. Great job. Okay, Mr. Batinga's dealing with that. What is more pressing? Thousands of people maybe getting poisoned, or
I don't think it'd be thousands. It's probably only
Mr.
a couple
Batinga
batches.
pops
It's
out
one
and goes,
bakery.
It's like 3 batches. It's like 30 people, maybe
30,000 people. Okay, 30 people's way better, actually.
Doctor, I
don't mess with me like that.
Apologies.
Also,
I'm-
can we not
It's
talk about
okay.
it so loud on the street in front of my bakery?
It's okay, we're coming inside, we're closing the door because there's a lot of things we need to do right now and we need to discuss the best way to go about it.
Ferris
So
already went up.
she's like in the bakery hanging around
Gotcha.
halfway between because she's still been talking to them.
Cool.
That thing where you're like, I'm gonna leave, and then you stand in the doorway at your friend's
Yeah.
house for like another 45 minutes until.
Yeah,
There was
pretty much.
dialogue I wanted to get involved in, so now she's back downstairs.
Or, you say you're gonna
transition
leave
using
Zoom.
You. How dare you?
and then you hang out with Nat and Izza for another 2 hours after saying you're gonna leave.
Yep,
These
yep.
things happen.
Okay, so we're gonna move on as you all get upstairs. And as you get up upstairs, there is a chair that from your kitchen, just kind of smack dab in the living room, facing the door, and tied to the chair is this Venestra woman. She is currently snoring lightly, and Everett's kind of just standing there like.
Did he seriously leave you up here with her?
Well, he told me he gave me some really specific instructions.
Poison lasts a little bit.
What'd he say?
This.
Oh, so he said if we don't want to deal with it, we can activate this little scroll down here, and he points to like a corner of the binds where there's like a couple runes on a piece of paper. Or we can deal with her how we want, and that she should be unconscious for like 3 hours. And also, don't touch her. And remember that if we keep her a hostage for too long, we have to actually feed her and make sure she stays hydrated.
Can I
Okay,
look
well,
at
I'm glad
the-
he cared to instruct you in the minutiae of keeping people hostage. What does the scroll
Oh, he also
do?
gave me this. He
Yeah,
pulls
same.
out just an objectively too large knife for him. It's like as big as his arm.
Just take the knife from his hand.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's mine.
Can I look at the binding? I don't know if this is like a spy thing or just like if it's
What are you
like
thinking?
straight up magic. I'm just gonna go and be like,
No, it's rope. It's knots.
no, but like you said, there's like a little scroll with the runes.
Oh,
on it.
that yeah. That's magic.
What does
Yeah.
it do? What does it do?
magic.
Uh,
So
Does magic things.
You're able to actually. I think the doctor recognized that there were teleportation aspects woven into it.
Cool.
So there are teleportation aspects woven into this. I am not sure exactly what it does, but
So, I mean, I know she's a horrible person, but I can potentially. I mean, we need someone who cares about her, though, to cure her of the.
Oops.
I have slight suspicions that might be hard to come by.
I mean, I care about all life. Does that work?
You can
We
try.
can try
He's
it.
a meanie.
She's a horrible person, but then we can arrest her afterwards, rather than
And
just
you
killing
can
her.
arrest her afterwards.
And we can
That is
also maybe
valid.
gather some
Question
more
her.
information. Exactly.
Question her.
Yeah.
more useful to us alive than dead, and as much as she's a horrible person, again, it's the right thing to do, I guess.
I think you're right.
Yeah. I mean, we don't know anyone that we know of that cares about her. So if we're going to try this, I guess the only possible one is me, who cares about life. I don't think it will work, though.
Go find Norm. It's fine.
Norm is dead.
Well, we might be able to find a Norm.
Just a random
Oh,
Norm.
so-
I know a
I will
Norm.
say-
We don't know how many copies of the skin suit they have.
It's worth a
So just a
shot.
What if we wear the
Single
skin suit
GM.
of someone who cares
Yeah.
about her?
Ah.
All right.
That's
So
what I
just
was
as just a note, just a little GM helpful note. You know that she was part of a cabal that made these skin suits, and you know a place that has them. If
Yeah, but
you
do they
really want to
care
put an
about
effort
her?
into finding someone who cares about her, you have a lead.
Yeah, but then we have to go back down to the spooky place where people want to murder Ro.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, I see how it is, Nat.
Misty Turney.
I'm gonna have a
Alternatively-
bit of a sit down while we figure this out, and I will sit my 3 HP self down on the couch. And just
Yeah, Faris is still covered in like viscera and
Yeah.
dirt and
Yep.
burns and
just gonna have a little sit,
I can help.
collapse a little bit.
We'll move over to Lena, making like a really wide berth around the mean lady, and I'll start mending with stuff from my
Yeah.
pouch.
I'm just gonna like put my arm around Ro and just like pull them close with my robot arm. Be like, sorry if it's cold. Just
Does
like,
anyone go into the kitchen?
sure.
Go get some
Yeah.
wine. Go get some sad grapes.
So Ferris
no.
and Ro go to get some sad grape, and lying in a not in a snuggled up position, but in a like on the floor is Tiny, not moving,
Excuse.
and that's when we're gonna go a break.
Excuse? Excuse?
Yeah.
You heard the papa?
Nathaniel!
The popo.
Nathaniel!
Nathaniel?
Faris
Wait a
comes to
second.
life and casts Last Light on Nat,
Yeah,
disintegrating them.
yeah. The doctor casts empowered magic strike on Nat with Ferris.
We're gonna make
No, I'm
Ro
horrible.
cry.
Well, hey, thanks guys for being here with us today. Hold on, my mic's over here. We're gonna go on break. We'll be back in somewhere between 5 to 10 minutes, and I hope that you'll be here to see us kill Nat
Who's
for
they?
hurting Tiny.
I was gonna say we might not have a Nat with us.
Yeah, we might go GMless after this. We'll see
So-
how it goes.
Help
So
me
after
again
break-
do a
GM.
5-person overlay.
We
I
start
have
a
it
new
ready.
Campaign after break, actually.
Yeah, new campaign.
New campaign.
Bye.
Alrighty. See you soon.
Nat's a fucking bastard. Oh, I know, Tyler. That was intentional.
Robert is a meanie.
He's a liar.
And we're back! Hi, everyone.
I can explain.
Can
No,
you,
you
though?
can't.
There is no
explain.
You can
there is
explain
no
nothing.
excuse for hurting the puppo.
You
There is no
monster.
excuse.
Let me explain.
You.
So if
Community
you would,
quotes won't get you out of this one, Nat.
But won't it?
Go on. Go on,
Just
Nat.
need someone to come and chloroform the rest of you now while you're distracted.
I would like, before we go back to, the game, to just shout out a certain Megan Cross, Megan Lynn, for the win, for being the greatest person ever and making these no initiative. Oh, this is. Hold on, let me turn off the light. Yeah, there you go. These no initiative tumblers. Oh my god, this is the greatest thing in the world. And she got one for all of the crew, and she's the best.
They're
Hell
so
yeah.
cool.
I can confirm Megan is the best.
Megan, we can't hear you.
Confirm.
Megan, you might be muted, but sure.
I'm muted.
Still the best.
Yeah, no,
Even-
you must
even
be thinking
muted,
of another Megan.
You're the best at being muted.
No,
That is
no.
true. No, that's
me.
Nunu.
That's me, yeah.
So,
Correct.
Ro, you are the closest to Tiny when you see it. You're closer to the ground, has benefits. What do you do? You know that's not like a normal position for the puppo
Yeah.
to be lying in.
I'm just like, wait, Tiny! I'll run over and just see what's going on.
You poke at her. She doesn't react at all.
Yeah, I'm like
Um,
looking for any injuries and stuff.
And you can't find a wound anywhere, but you put your ear to her chest and you do hear breathing and a heartbeat.
Rose sort of like relaxes a bit and is like, she's still alive. Doctor, something's wrong with Tiny.
What? Just run over.
And Rose just standing there like their eyes all full of tears, like, I don't know what's wrong.
What's the hell happened? Just gonna kneel down and just kind of start looking at Tiny and yeah, you know what? I'm gonna use diagnose to see if there's any kind of mysterious affliction, disease, spell, or curse on Tiny.
Hit me.
Yeah, that's a nat 20 again.
Hell yeah. Yeah, this is a variation on the spy poisons, but it was applied to a dog treat. And
Lena!
Properly. And it was properly adjusted for, a dog weight.
Yeah.
This pup is just in a very deep sleep.
Okay.
Good.
It doesn't seem to be anything major, but that sleep poison you use was used on Tiny in a lower dose.
I'm gonna like dig through my bag and take out a little thing of the salts and toss it to the doctor. Like, have her smell
Doctor, you know that's
this.
going to be a little strong for the pup.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna come back a bit, open it up far away, and then just slowly get closer. Just slowly. Until
And when you get about 1.5 feet from the pup, Tiny sneezes.
bless you.
And looks up. And it's like, you ever see that when when dogs are coming out of like vet anesthesia and all the legs don't quite move right, but they're happy to see you. It's like that.
Cap up the thing. Okay, well that's good. I assume Jake did this so that Tiny wouldn't attack him.
His name is
He's a
Darkcloak.
really good pup.
Nat, as everyone's distracted in the kitchen, Zayke's about to join them when he kind of flashes back to the scene outside when Darkcloak, just gonna call him that
can
for
use
the
his
rest
name.
of it. I don't wanna.
His name is Jake.
It's Jake, yeah. Shoulder checked Zayke, and his mind kind of goes, that was odd, and just softly taps his pocket in search of something.
And you find a letter.
Letter. Tell me. As everyone's in the kitchen, Zayke just goes, real fast.
Yeah.
Lena's still in the living room. Just
No,
so
you
know.
went to give the
No,
bath
I tossed
salts.
him the thing. I'm still sitting on the couch because I was having a bit of a sit down.
Yeah, we have one of those I Love Lucy kitchen
I
thing
hate
separators.
to blame it. I hate to break it to you, Megan, but the kitchen's like around the corner. You'd be tossing into the dining room.
Oh well, all right, fair.
It seems I
I
win.
don't care what's in your stupid letter anyway. Keep
I
secrets.
hope it sucks.
from me.
Okay, Everett's
hope
like
it's like-
hanging out there forgotten. It's
I hope it
cool.
says, "Hey, that
Yeah.
Lena's pretty good looking. Can you put in a good word?"
Oh
Imagine.
my.
It says, "Meet me at the Absolution's Respite. Glad to see you're back to yourself again."
Secret meetings.
Zeke just stays there for a second, crumples the note, the extreme force and necessary force, and just shoves it back in the pocket.
Excellent.
Okay, now that
Don't be
Tiny's
suspicious.
now that Tiny's okay, I guess we need to figure out what our next move is, because we've got her, we've got Theodora, and we've got the woman from the newspaper. I do think Theodora getting her out of that state probably takes priority, given that we're very close to Surveyne.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is very important. Zayke, while you were in the state, it was hazy. Is Mr. Batinga with us, or did he stay downstairs?
He is full speed trying to track down all the names of the people he sold to and then narrow down like who is more likely to be, if there's any like catering events that took them, so it'd be specific groups, all that shit.
So downstairs, or did he bring papers with him?
No, he's downstairs. He's in the bakery.
Okay. You said that your memory was hazy, but you do remember things.
Yeah, some things, yeah.
We need to ask Mr. Batinga what he remembers, because I will say, if Theodora remembers what you did, this will not be good.
Oh, yes, I agree. So I think this moment we have to come to the realization that we can't be everywhere at the same time. So perhaps it is time to invoke this spell thingy, whatever it is, get rid of this Fenestra person and deal with the diplomat. Either that or the 30 scones that were sold, but
I'm inclined to agree.
I mean, we have her right here, and she'll be in this state for what, another few hours?
postpone the decision, but what tells you that we'll be able to be back in 2 hours?
But, Lena, you could extend it, right? Make it longer?
I mean, we can also just take her to the prison right now.
That is also very true, yeah.
I don't know how dangerous that will be without curing what's happening inside. I hate that I'm going to suggest this, but we could let Arvis deal with this part of it. As I said, my memories are a bit hazy, but I think I met with Arvis once I was under the effect of the fear monster. I think he's genuinely afraid of it. So I don't think he would do anything foolish.
I mean, I guess he has to be afraid of something, doesn't he?
Obvious,
He
generally.
did tell me that he has he wants to stop this as much as any of us do. He told me as much.
Yeah.
That's why he was so determined to help Zayke.
Frankly, I don't care what Arvis wants.
I will say,
I don't want his help.
Arvis genuinely wants to do what he believes is right. He is just not always correct in what that is.
But
So it is dangerous
it's a means to an end. We can't do all of this. We need to focus our efforts on
exactly my point.
Helping the ambassador Ferris is the only one who can fix it. And
I mean, we don't know anyone that. Do we know someone that cares deeply for Theodora here in the city? Otherwise, we have the same problem as we do with her.
There is a possibility that Rolst is somehow related to oh, you said Theodora. Sorry. Let's jump back. Go back. Theodora must have come with an envoy. There's a possibility one of them does deeply care for her.
Okay, so we're going to have to explain some very difficult things, and then hopefully they will allow me to cast the spell.
Yeah,
Lucky
but
for
that's
us,
also a
convincing
problem.
is one of our strong suits. So this just, I think we're all in agreement when we say that the ambassador is the prime concern at the moment.
Faris just kind of looks genuinely forlornly at Venestra.
I hate to say it,
I mean, I
but
can
Zayke
try
is
to make
right.
her, I can try to make her sleep for longer, but I don't know if he uses the same
Did your
same poisons I do, or I don't know if it's going to.
did your poisons work as you expected on me, or were there issues?
Exactly. Like, kind of. You moved around a lot.
Okay, so
But
There is,
what was in you was
stomping-
much worse.
There's stomping footsteps up to your door, frantic pounding, and hear Mr. Batingan go, "I tracked down where the scones went. I tracked down where the scones went."
can
Come in.
you deal with it? All right, open the door.
Opens the door, and he looks. They were shipped out, and he looks. Why is my sister in here?
Excuse me?
Well, this makes
What?
things way easier.
Oh, that solves a lot of
Oh,
problems.
come here right now.
I'm really confused. What?
Okay, we did
come
not
here
know she
right
was
now.
your sister, but the thing that happened to you happened to her. We need you.
You
have
do
any
like
other
her,
lists
right?
of
You do
stones?
care
I'll take a
about your
look at that.
sister.
Well, she got kind of mixed up in this whole like cult thing, and she. Was
But do
always
you love
more
her?
Yeah, it's
Braxy
bad. But
than I was.
do you still love her?
Yeah.
Sure.
Come and help me pull the shadow out of her now, immediately.
Wait, I
does
think
that
we need
mean?
to be slightly more.
Do you remember the thing that happened to you? It happened to her.
So now
Yeah.
I need to cure her like I cured you and Zayke. Come here.
Sorry
Give
about
me
that.
the list of scones.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Zayke, just to note, I wasn't upset about agreeing with you. It was the situation. Just so you know, I think that you make good decisions.
Sure. Yeah, of course. Well, that's debatable.
I don't mean always.
Batinga hands a bundle of papers that are tied to the twine to Lena,
Yes, I will take.
and
I
he
will.
goes, sits down like on the ground next to her, and he's like, "Do I what?"
You have to think about your connection to her and how much you want her back. You have to envision it. Can you do that?
So, like, how far back do I think? Because she's changed a lot.
Think about when you cared about her most, I would say.
Probably for the best.
And don't worry, we're not going to
Oldest
forget about the
memories.
weird cult stuff. Definitely not forgetting about that.
Yeah.
Okay. And he grabs her hand, and which is like tied to her thigh, which is kind of wrapped around the palm. And as he does that, she starts to stir slightly.
I'm just going to place my hand in front of her and immediately cast Last Light.
Excellent. So you draw together the light in the room, shooting this mottled beam of light straight into her heart. There's this slight glow from his hands on hers, and her eyes snap wide awake. She looks like she's in a lot of pain. And the color for around Batinga's hands actually starts to shift. It starts with this lighter color and goes to a dark blue, then a dark red. and he's looking at you, freaked out a little bit, as she's burning from the chest out.
What, Doctor?
I don't. Just think happy thoughts, Batinga. Think happy thoughts.
And the color on the hands flickers and shifts with little lighter highlights in it, but he's pretty freaked out.
Just calm.
And
calm
Doctor, in your
down.
professional opinion, she's dying.
In my professional opinion, she's dying.
Can you stop it, Ferris?
I'm gonna try and cast heal on her while Ferris does this.
All right.
Can you
Spend your
make
AP.
Batinga not
Spend your
afraid?
AP.
I am. I've spent a lot this episode. I'm just gonna note.
I know you
Same.
have.
Also same.
Like half of my AP is gone.
Right. So you heal her, and this different plume of light actually battling against the last light, burning away and replacing them as the you come to realize this is what happens when the image isn't as sharp. It's
Okay.
much less precise and it removes a lot more of who the person is, what's supposed to be there. But after a somewhat extended process and not a small amount of screaming, it's the spell finishes. And she just passes out after looking at Batinga in the eyes and smiling slightly.
Faris stumbles back looking genuinely freaked out. Is that gonna happen every time now? Because that didn't happen the first 2 times. Maybe I can't do it without the Dawn here.
Did that happen for me?
No.
No.
Oh, maybe you're just tired. It's so many times. Ro will like run over and give Ferris a hug.
Oh.
Everett goes, and Everett says, "That was cool."
The
Thanks,
doctor's
Everett.
just gonna
You're
look
not wrong.
at Batinga and kind of step up to him and just be like, What were your thoughts? What were you thinking of?
Look, is she okay?
It'll be okay.
It's hard to face her after what's happened. It's hard not to have dark clouds gather. I'm sorry, did I do this? This is my fault?
No.
Well, yes, but
No.
But don't think too much about it, but yes.
yeah.
Oh,
No.
you did your best too. And Ro will go over and give Mr. Batinga a hug.
You don't. He's a grown man.
Just-
You don't need to coddle him. Everything's
They
okay now.
are cynics.
Which is
Just, it's not your fault. You were the only
Mr.
one
Batinga's
for
gonna
this.
look at Lena and say, like, can you shut up for a minute,
Ooh.
please?
no, actually. However, it's fine now. Just take a deep breath. And I'm going to look at these, and you just be over there and quiet. And never tell me to shut up again, or it'll be the last thing you say. I'm just going to start unwrapping the bundle of papers, like very nonchalant. Like,
Zig's probably standing behind Lena.
Nope. Not the move. Not the move.
Wrong.
That is not the line, sir.
Chose the wrong dialogue option.
Everyone
Yeah, no.
disliked that.
Everyone disliked that. Lena will remember this.
Lena's
So it
an
was-
Oblivion NPC.
I am gonna turn around though and check her out to make sure that she is actually okay.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't need healing to stop
Her?
from dying.
Yeah, her body is in a little bit of shock right now. You think that's what caused her to pass out?
She's okay, right?
Yeah, she's fine.
There's this really big dramatic like burn hole in her clothes though, from the last like emanating out from the chest, and lots of singed circle space.
grab one of the small blankets from the sofa and just kind of put it over. She's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so my suggestion is we take her with us. We go to the tower. We get her put away in a cell. We update Alika on what's going on, and then we get to Theodora as quickly as possible. Will you come with me, Doctor?
Yeah, of course.
I was thinking we should probably
Split
ration our time. We don't have much of it.
What can I help do? I can maybe fly somewhere.
Ro, you can do scone patrol with me. We're both pretty quick.
I think the three of you should go. You're the quickest.
Right.
Keep
I
Ro
can make
with
everybody
you.
fast.
I think you'll probably need me if you're to convince the people that you need to.
Oh,
Maybe
no,
a
I'm sorry. I meant the two of them and Mr. Batinga.
I think Mr. Batinga should stay here with
Mr.
Vanessa.
Batinga should probably take a.
No, we're taking
We're
Vanessa
taking
to
No,
the
Vanessa
Vanessa
tower.
is
with
going to
us,
jail.
but you
She's
know
not
what? Maybe
staying here.
he shouldn't go. You're right.
But just
He's
yeah,
been through
we
a
can.
lot.
We have everything, all the information we need, so Ro and I can handle it.
Lena.
Yes, Nat.
Our illustrious legend spy.
What up?
You came to the paperwork about Batinga's scones. They were sent on a shipment off city, actually.
Well, shit.
To where?
Yeah.
It was ordered special by a. It's like it's signed by the quartermaster. It's from Sewervane.
Let him die.
Oh yeah, no, this is fine. We can let that happen.
I'm sure that'll really help diplomatic relations.
I mean,
Uh,
a bad
Great,
batch of scones.
cool,
It
cool.
happens. Whatever.
yeah, I mean, scones kill people all the time, right? What's like the customs process like, GM? Like, are
Very,
these
very
scones
loose.
still in Valerith customs, or am I?
No.
Or we get
We're taking a trip to the post office.
Nope, they were sent off city, picked up by courier for a event.
Oh no!
All right, I'm going to be honest. There are good people in Sur, just because some of the leadership is not so great, does not mean that they're
we're not
all
going to let
bad.
them die, Doctor. It's fine.
okay.
How close are we
just-
to?
Don't really know how to fix.
I
this.
see it. Actually, if I look at the
I
window,
guess
do I
someone
see
could
it?
send a messenger ahead or something.
Be like, oh, sorry, these scones are poisoned. Actually, whoops.
These were the poison scones for pest control.
These were for the bad
Oh,
people.
no,
that we were
yeah,
sending
no.
Poison scones to. Oops.
There was some mistake, and these scones were sent from the poison shop instead of the bakery. Whoops.
We thought we were gonna make them with some pirate theming, but we grabbed the poison box instead of the pirate box. Well, we're humped. This is
way more than we
This
can
is
handle.
very bad.
Obviously, I think we need to choose what to give up on.
But you said it yourself, we don't all need to be in the same place at once. Surely Ro and Lena can follow up on this while we go to the tower.
But how are they
I
going
guess we're
to get?
going to survey
Ro
them.
can fly very fast.
I am kind of
I don't-
small, so
I don't like it, but if that's what everyone thinks is
Yeah.
best.
I mean, I was able to fly with both Ferris and the doctor that one time when I was a really big bird. I won't be as fast as I am when it's just me, but I could try to get us someplace if we need to.
I don't really like it either.
I mean, or does Alika need to know this as well? Because this is
Oh, I think
only if we
Alika's
can't
got
fix
enough
it,
on her
honestly.
plate.
Yeah.
Oh, but she
Yeah,
knows
I-
about the shadow people.
But this is
But this is
Yeah.
a step further. Nat, is it the only address, or are there several in Valerith and then this one in Sur?
These scones. So Batinga spent some effort narrowing down which batches, and these ones were specifically sent off to Surveyne.
Okay, cool. So
And-
it's just
Naturally.
I'm just wondering
Ro and
why
I
this
go-
beast wanted to only kill people from Surveyne.
to cause
They-
chaos and havoc
to
in
cause-
the political
But-
relations, obviously.
That does make sense.
But we can go. Zayke can tell if I get into trouble. So
That is very good.
that's not an excuse
So-
to get into trouble, by the way.
I
Just warning.
I don't need an excuse to get into trouble.
That's what
but-
worries me.
For for Rose's sake, we'll
We'll be
exercise a little bit of
fine.
restraint. So
Okay.
don't worry.
It's a little bit disconcerting when I trust the 13-year-old more than woman, but I think
You really should, though, to be quite honest. But no, it's fine. It's fine. Zayke will be able to tell if I'm in trouble, and we're not going to go running into anything. We just want to go and figure out where they ended up and take them. And
How are you
I'm really
feeling
good at-
right now, by the way?
me,
Yeah. Are you okay?
I'm yeah, I'm
You
okay.
need...
No, Ro took care of me.
Okay.
So it's
I just-
fine.
Before
and
you
I'm-
went into anything that... Sword can be, difficult, so
Well-
just in case I wanted to... Oh.
Believe me, I've been in some difficult places before, and I'm really good at getting in and out of places I shouldn't be. So,
Doctor, I was
Means
just
Ro and I
wondering, maybe if it's possible, I don't know if it is, perhaps you should go as well. You can help them navigate.
If that
But then
happens
that
again
leaves-
when I'm trying to cure Theodora,
yeah, we need somebody else to heal.
My uncle is expecting me to return to be on the side of Surveyne. If I return and I am not being on their side, I think it can only hinder relations, not help.
And you kind of stand out.
I stand out
offense.
quite a bit. Well, I mean,
So,
especially with the way that people in Sur dress. I am the opposite of that.
Very well. I
but
think it is
we should-
decided then.
yeah.
All right. So if I understand correctly, Ro is bird moding Lena and themselves to Surveyne off ahead to try to head off the scone problem. Well, while our
The scone
Vanguard
pandemic.
Doctor and Smooth Talker Charmblade are going to deal with this diplomat got shadowed and they really won't like that problem.
Yeah.
we're gonna
Yes.
try and cure both our Surveyne problems.
Yep.
We really want them to like us, I guess.
We're trying.
We'll see what happens.
Totally
Before-
fine.
Before Ro and Lena leaves, Lena's just gonna
Oh!
be like, oh, thank you for the
You.
Hey,
Thank
Um,
you.
Thank you so
so
much.
much.
And, just quick reminder, all bits are going to be donated to the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation today. All subs and bits.
Yay.
So thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, Lena will just go over to Zay and just be like, stay safe. I didn't put in all that effort and lose all that blood for you to just go off and get yourself killed. First, stay back, okay?
Lena, I am going to talk to a diplomat. When did I ever get injured speaking to people? Actually, on a second thought, don't answer that. You be safe as well. I'll try my best. And once we're back and we have time, I need to properly thank you for all you did, because you are absolutely insane in what you did and you shouldn't have pulled it off, but you did. So thank you.
You're welcome. But all right, let's go. I'm just gonna like put it.
Showtime.
It's gonna be like it's gonna look like it's like a ginger. Like, oh, I'm gonna rest my hand on the side of their face. And I'm just gonna do like one of those like little like face pack. Like, let's go.
Rap slap. Yeah.
Yep.
Batinga's going to go up to the doctor and be like, do you think I should go to surveying to try to, you know, if the person who made them is coming to like be like, hey, those aren't good, maybe that'll help.
I think it's more likely that they will throw you into prison, or worse, if they know you're the one who did it.
What if I say it was an accident? Are they like forgiving like that?
Forgiveness is meant for those of the light. If you are not of so, you are not of that.
What if we promise to bring them new scones that aren't, messed up?
I could make more scones. We could bring them with us.
I
Rowdy,
don't
think you
think
can carry all
that's gonna be the issue.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt. If you had to tell them that the scones were bad, having more would be good. I just don't think Mr. Batinga going would be a good idea. I really don't. I also don't want to lose you.
I'm here because all of you. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. I owe you.
Look, it's a very noble thought, but I don't think it's going to help. Honestly.
Okay. It's fine.
I just worry that it'll get you in trouble.
Yeah. And
And they're
when
not
we're
going
done,
to really be happy about the explanation either.
Hey, at least though I didn't poison a bunch of people in our city, so maybe I can keep my bakery open.
Yeah, just don't go shouting about it.
yeah.
Outside
and
of-
the plan is to get them and get out without anybody knowing anyway. So you'll be fine.
Okay.
And maybe we can blame the Empire for it. Say they intercepted, put some stuff in there.
Yeah. Don't worry. This is kind of what I do.
I believe in you, Lena.
All right, let's go, Ro.
Yeah. Have some donuts ready
Okay.
for all of us when we're back. Sans the poison.
That'd be good. I'm gonna be really tired. I've been doing a lot of flying and shifting.
We appreciate you, Ro.
Oh, I don't mind. I'm just happy to help everybody.
All right, one more help, and then we'll get some rest. All right.
Yeah. Okay, that'd be good. I need a nap. But later. I'm good for now.
All right.
Okay.
Caw-caw.
So up to the roof.
Up
Yep.
to the roof. Rose a little bit slower and out of breath on the way up. It's been a lot of stairs.
Delightful.
All right, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, hold on tight, because it gets cold and pretty fast, and I will turn into a super large albatross, even by albatross size.
Lena is just beyond excited to fly on the back of a giant bird.
Just look out the window.
Psyched. Just
And
oh yeah,
all
Lena
of
just scurries right up.
Aw.
Just
And
like-
it's Rose still a red kind of bird, because even their furred creatures still all are the same color as their hair.
Yeah. Be like, is it? And she's gonna kind of just grab around the neck. Be like, is this okay?
I'm not hurting you, am I?
Oh wait, no, I forgot you can hear me now. Yeah, I'm okay.
Caw.
The rare
Your head for a
Quetzalcoatlus.
No, you still hear in your head a caw just every now and then. Aw, thank you for subbing, Tyler.
Tyler number
Thank
1.
you.
We love Tyler in this house.
Yes, we do.
Woos in chat for Tyler.
Ooh. No.
No, Tyler deserves it, and you know it.
I did it. I did it.
I know you did. Oh,
Right.
it's an ooh from the
So-
Dave.
So, the bird Lena combo, albatross magpie duo, launches off the back end of Lareth, skirting around the outside.
The Quetzalcoatlus.
Lots of people pointing and calling out that they see.
Thank you, anonymous
and
gifter.
Thank you, anonymous gifter.
Thank you.
Fucking people today are the best.
Y'all are amazing.
You're the
Thank you,
best.
J. Nunu Tex.
Wait, what?
Thank you for subbing.
It was just
Hitting enter.
Some folks.
Oh my god. Oh wait, yeah, no, sorry. That's okay. That was just you subbing for the
Putting me
gift.
on the spot, Robert.
I thought it was
Jesus.
coming up as another thing. I didn't realize. Never mind.
Voices of Robert.
Thank you, anonymous gifter.
So, you're flying out. People are pointing and shouting. You pass a little flying seafood joint that they're like calling out and shouting. They're really hype. But there's this big ass bird flying by. So you head off towards the horizon, towards the top of the mountain range, where Survein stands, unassailable. Megan, Lena.
Yes, hello. Yep.
You have like some sort of like special goggles that you see shit, right?
I do have I have got let me see. They can do a lot of things that I've probably forgotten what they can do. They can magnify details in small objects or zoom in to see far away things. They have infrared vision and can use infrared vision through walls, and they can detect illusions.
All right. So you've been around Row long enough. So after you've been traveling for maybe like 20 minutes, you do kind of notice. It's a little weird to translate because bird form, but Row is a fever.
Motherfucker.
How dare you, Sam?
And, you know, Row's really, really fast. So, like, that's around when you see Survein come up on the horizon. But let's
Row,
get
you
back
feeling
to our heroes on the home front.
How dare you, Nat?
Nah.
How fucking
You know this
dare
comes from
you?
Sam. Look at Sam.
Look at Sam,
Sam.
I'm still gonna blame Nat.
you monster.
Oh,
This
I
is
take the group.
this
I
is why
take
you
all the
asked me
hate.
that question a few
Yep.
weeks ago, Nat.
Nat's tanking for Sam.
Guilty.
Yeah.
Guilty.
I don't know
Anyway.
what you're talking about.
So when,
Faris will
when
go
Nunu
over
hurts
to-
you, I get it. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. When the others leave, Faris is going to go over to Venestra and the chair she's tied into, and I want to try and get that scroll out without activating it, so we can keep it.
Okay. Yeah. Do you have like some sort of magic site or anything like that? Anything that might help with this?
Let me see. I've got. I mean, Befizzle probably wouldn't work on an object, would it?
Fizzle would work if you want to burn the AP on it.
I've got that. I've got. I don't think Sigil really applies. Let me just see. Lure, message alert. No. Yeah, I guess it has to be Fizzle unless Doctor or Zayke have
Or you
anything
can
they
roll the
feel
die.
works.
Or you can just roll the die.
A bit wild, not what the ability is supposed to be for, but if I can spell steal plus in scroll, maybe I can transfer it to some other parchment that's not precariously attached to ropes.
Yeah, actually, that would work.
Ooh,
Okay.
Spicy.
I can spend 5 AP to do that. It's fine. I have tons of AP. Yeah.
Please use some of your AP because I need mine.
All that damn AP you have.
Yeah, you trigger it, but in a way that you actually divert it into a more stable form.
Good job.
What does your version of this scroll? It can be an object. What does it look like?
So just before that, question: if I activate it,
Tuesday.
this would be juicy if whoever put it here has the impression that it was activated, and they don't know that we still have the power to do so.
You could do this in a way where you sent Venestra along.
That's not the plan, is it, Faris?
No, we
'Cause you
wanted to
wanna
question her
jail,
more potentially. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Or you could do something cheeky, like you could take a rock, tie a note to it, says, "We don't need your help." Warp it back to them, spell steal it, something like that.
You
that's
smell
what I had in
like
mind,
butts.
Just cast calcify over a middle finger and then just pull it off.
I mean, also like the argument also that like we would then just have a scroll that can teleport us to Arvis if we don't use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't want them to know.
So the idea
that
is trigger it so they think it's used. Spell steal it so that you have a secret one that
Cool. Okay.
they don't
cool.
know about.
Yeah. What is Faris wearing that's like detachable?
Her like scarf, I guess. Scarf cloak thingy. That's like
So-
red with like gold trim on it.
So Zayke starts looking around the runes and whatnot. Says it. Faris, come here.
What?
How attached are you to this? Kind of pulls on the scarf.
I mean, it's part of my Solari uniform, but what do you need it for?
So not so much. Perfect. And before you have a chance to reply, you see the runes activate on the scroll, and you feel some magic pass and imbue into your scarf.
Ooh. Spicy.
So just be careful. Don't focus on the scarf accidentally, otherwise you'll be teleported to Arvis.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, no, don't worry. I know how scrolls work. I'll be fine.
Perfect.
Good job.
Did
really
you send
wanted to
anything
send.
along when you did that?
Yes, I just sent a very brief leave us alone.
Does the doctor have something, Dad?
Can the doctor have gone and gotten a vial of rotavirus to send along with it?
No.
It just causes acute diarrhea for about a day.
Wait. Also, a bottle of that shitty wine we brought him when we went to his house in the first episode.
Yeah.
The wine that was called red wine.
Yeah.
What a callback.
I just want to send Arvis 24 hours of diarrhea and bad wine.
No, you can send the bad wine.
Yeah.
It's discount sad grape.
It's the wine, but the label is like in Sharpie. Leave us alone.
You know what? Hopefully,
No
because it's
biological
bad
warfare.
wine, he decides to drink it all in one sitting, and that will give him diarrhea anyway. So there we go. Done.
Boy.
That's off topic. I'm not going to ask that question. All right, so you send a "Don't bother me or my son ever again" message.
Yes.
And,
Okay.
and you have the teleport inscrolled onto Ferris's scarf.
Yes.
Just what she always wanted, a way to get straight to Arvis.
I knew it.
I'm not imagining at some point Ferris just like hefting spear ready to.
That's what I was thinking. Ferris is like, all right,
Last light.
let's get this. Get everything ready.
It's time.
You need to
It's
update
time.
the Fairest Smite meme to Fairest Last Light.
Last light. Yeah.
Just cross out smite.
She smite, but she
Friendship
also
ended with
lost
smite.
life.
Light.
Friendship ended with Smite. Now Last Light is my best friend.
Oh,
I will make that later.
oh,
I know
man.
you will.
Oh,
Thank you for it in advance.
Okay, so we have unconscious Venestra, so we need to carry her to the tower.
Oh, I wonder who does that.
right.
The great thing is you also
He-
are, legally allowed to do this.
Yeah, it's true. I have the authority to just like arrest her and carry her to the tower. There's nothing wrong with that. That's fine.
That's true, yeah.
Vanguard stuff. Don't worry about it.
All right. So, Dr. or Zayke and Ferris. I'm having trouble with character names today for some goddamn reason. It's only been 2 seasons.
Mine is just a roll. That's
Heading
so easy.
to Crown Tower.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Walk by people who are like,
as
I'm a
you're-
doctor. This is fine. Don't worry.
Medical emergency. Clear.
she's like tied up.
Solari arresting somebody, putting them in prison. Where have I seen this before?
Nowhere.
Hmm.
As you're carrying Venestra, she's passed out from shock / pain / all the things, but she kind of like snuggles a little bit in her sleep.
Get off me.
Reasonable. You get to Crown Tower without being accosted too much.
Cool. Ferris realizes when
Still
they get
pretty
there
early.
that she looks like shit, and she's about to see Alika, and she's just like, okay.
Are you all
Need
right?
somebody get prestidigitation around here.
Yeah, I'm fine. Let's go.
All right.
All right. So, who are you looking for? Is it prison first? Is that what you're?
Yeah, I
looking
think we
for?
need to let's deposit Venestra in prison
Deposit.
first.
Deposit. There's a chute where you just drop the prisoner down. They go through.
Oh, I saw that episode of Star Trek. Yeah. We have like perfectly legitimate reasons to arrest this person even when she wasn't shadowed. So like
Yeah.
this is
Correct,
legit.
correct, yeah, for
She
sure.
she
Oh, yeah,
is part
yeah,
of a cult that wants to murder Ro. Like
Which Alika saw too. Like Alika
Yeah,
was
yeah.
down there.
Alika
with
Yeah,
us.
was
Lika
there.
was there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're just poking fun.
It's like depositing the assets before we need to deal with this when you have time.
All right. So there is a dungeon attached to Crown Tower. Below it, in very Baron Kovrak style, there is a lot of like torture devices and shit that have been cleared out, but it's still very grim. Lots of chains hanging from the walls and stuff.
yeah, we're not doing that.
So if you don't want to use the dungeon, where you got like
Oh, no,
you got,
sorry,
the
I meant,
nice
like-
diplomatic places.
Somewhere with a
Actually, I
bed.
realized. I just remembered. I meant like, yeah. I meant like, oh, we don't want to like chain her up. But then I remembered. Oh yeah, she can do like magic and stuff. So maybe we should.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we might want to chain her up.
I just feel. Yeah, you're right.
Right.
It's
No, you're right. It's safer. It's safer.
sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
We'll
Right, so you get
we'll be back.
you go through. There's someone who handles that thing because it's not like dangerous people are new to Valerith.
Mhm.
And they take them and they ask a few questions about what they can do, and
Yeah.
but nothing like why are you arresting this person? You're the vanguard of the city.
Thank you for your hard work, Bartholomew.
Oh, of course, sir.
I name all Nats
So,
NPCs.
I mean, thank you, Robert. Just gonna write down Bartholomew.
So we need to know about Bartholomew's family, his likes and dislikes, his greatest
Well,
fear.
once upon a time he was a cat, but he was transmogrified into a person and has since been a bartender most of his life before falling on some hard times and having to work the dungeons under Crown Tower.
Sure,
Cool backstory.
that makes sense. You
I'm
killed
excited to
Robert.
never talk to him again.
Yeah.
Be careful, Bartholomew. She's a tricksy one.
Sorry. Right. So you walk up.
How did we get to this? What have we done?
I'm proud of that one.
That's great. It's fantastic.
Oh, very well.
All right. So who are you looking for now that you've deposited Venestra in some place where people can make sure she's not a danger?
Alika, because
I
we
think-
need to update her on all of this stuff.
Do we?
Yeah, because also, yeah.
You sure? Okay.
I mean,
I mean, it would be pretty weird if I just like went straight to Theodora without talking to Alika. I feel like.
You would know, Vanguard.
That was out of character, no.
No, same, yeah.
to see you to make sure that you're okay now that you're back.
Ed, get out of my game.
But don't.
we can take care of this. If you just want to spend some time with Alika, we can.
I mean, literally, I am the only person who can take care of this.
Oh, Zayke! It just happened to Zayke. He knows how to do it.
It's just imagine it in my mind and it works,
It
right?
works that way.
That's how magic works.
As we're walking towards wherever Alika is, they would see Faris just like subtly trying to brush some of the dirt off of her and like make her hair not look like she just got like eaten by a monster and then thrown onto the ground on fire.
Reasonable. Actually, you notice there's a weird energy as you go through the main council chambers. Like, people are on edge a little bit.
Oh no.
Who's around?
So there are a couple aides, and Hawkfrost is there.
Okay, so just give me. I'm just gonna let everyone know that the camera thing happened again. So give me a second.
Oh no!
I mean, you can keep talking. I'm just saying that, you know.
We are here.
And then Ro casts Cloud Call.
We've got Isa back.
You saw nothing. That's what matters. It's done, Robert.
That's what matters. Just pack it all in.
Yeah, we're fine now.
Just put Izza in all of our camera boxes.
Yeah.
Yes. 6 Izzas, please.
Yes.
Oh my god, it would be
That'll-
unstoppable.
That will improve.
Give me 5
everything.
Izzas and 1 Megan to temper it. It'll be fine.
Oh, okay, yeah, that seems reasonable.
All invoker party. All invoker party.
And we're all back. Hey, nothing happened. There was
Well done,
nothing
Robert.
anybody could see.
All right. So there's a couple aides in Hawkfrost who kind of is tinkering with some potion crap. Definitely not council duty right now. His desk is just inundated with alchemists and apothecary shit.
Sure.
Faris will give him a courteous nod and say hello. She walks past.
I look, then he squints. Oh, right. Lika wanted to talk in the back room.
Cool, well, I was on my way to find her, so thanks.
It's about the thing the owl saw.
Does it say? Oh, right. Ro was an owl. Paris.
Yeah. I was trying to remember what bird Ro was. It was an
There
owl.
was
yeah.
another owl, so...
Zayke
Yeah, there
is
was, because there
absolutely-
was also another owl, so I
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
like,
there was-
Yeah.
wait.
I legit forgot I was an owl and was like, oh yeah, they're talking about the other one.
Look,
Zayke-
owls are
Zayke-
cool. I like
Zayke
these.
has no idea what's happening, but sees the doctor and Faris both nod and fakes it. Yeah, sure, the owl. Yeah, of course.
Thank you so much for the help, Gavin. It was great.
Obviously, the owl.
This was Hawkfrost who said this.
Whose
He
name
already
is
has a
not
name,
Gavin.
Robert. Professor.
I didn't hear you say the name, so I just
Hawkfrost.
made one up.
That's my boy. He gave me that potion that.
Yeah.
Gavin
He's all angry.
Hawkfrost.
Gavin Hawk.
Alias. Alias.
Listen, I didn't hear because I was busy dealing with the fucking camera shit, alright?
Well, that's on you.
So you get back into the back in which is like the office space, so to speak. It's not the rest chambers. It's not the public council room. It's the tertiary deal with shit room. And you barge in, presumably.
I mean, yeah, they did say that she wanted to
Yeah.
speak to us already, so
Yeah.
just walk in.
She's at the desk working on some stuff, and as soon as you come in, her hand goes up and says, "Good, you're here. We've been trying to manage the Theodora situation."
Good. Well, we have a way to fix it. Points at Zayke.
Maybe. Hi.
Probably.
Oh, you're not. Nice to see you back.
I found a way to fix him.
Yeah, he's great.
I've done 3 now, so hopefully it will work on Theodora.
We've been trying to slyly keep an eye on her all day. Make sure. Like right now, she's having a meal with GL.
Oh God. Okay.
Ooh.
In her. Sorry, Robert.
No. Go.
So the way this works, I need someone who cares deeply for her in some way to be present when I cast this spell. That's the way it works. Is there someone in the group that came with her, or anyone here that you know of? A friend, a relation, a co-worker she's very close with, anything. Ro helped fix Batinga, so it doesn't have to be, a family bond or romantic, and then she gets really awkward when she says the word romantic. And it's just like, it can be anyone who cares for her.
Well, if we got to Surveyn and were able to talk to them, we'd probably be able to find something outside that.
We would rather fix this before we get to Surveyn.
Yeah.
Judging from what the doctor says.
Theodora came with a bit of an entourage. Oh, if we talked to them, maybe. But right now, we hope they still don't know that this whole thing happened. How much memory do they have afterwards?
Quite a bit.
Yes.
Not hope. It is kind of patchy, so we hope for the best, I guess.
Yeah. Also, how many people know? Is it just you, or did you tell anyone?
Some of the council knows, and some of the other.
Who in the council?
All of them.
So
As in
Gan
Gial?
knows.
I wasn't gonna send GL in blind on this. That would be dangerous for her.
But also Gan knows.
Yeah, Garn knows. On the council, what am I supposed to do?
So there is a very, 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 very high possibility that Garn has more loyalty to Surveyn than to the city. Just FYI. So it's wonderful, just saying. Not your fault, not your fault.
But also, we're the ones who are going to fix it. So if they do find out, maybe we have a chance of spinning it somehow in our favor.
So the council knows about the situation, that Theodore is compromised. They don't necessarily know all details about where it came from.
Okay, that's good.
What
might
did
be
you
good,
tell
depending
them?
on
What did you
Dark
tell them
shadowy
exactly?
thing from some shadow realm took over, and they're trying to hurt people. That's what they know, roughly. They don't necessarily know that it's your fault. Points at Zayke.
Wow.
Good.
That's how they're gonna see it. That's
I
how
mean-
they're gonna see it.
All right, that gives us some margin to maneuver our stance. I think we can salvage this with some sweet talking here and there.
I think so.
But
All right.
There's the matter of managing to get Theodora in a place incapacitated.
And
We
with
don't
someone who
have-
cares for her without.
don't-
Won't talk.
And we don't have Lena.
We do have the doctor.
Can you put them to sleep or paralyze them as well as Lena does?
I
Doctor?
can put people to sleep. Not as long as Lena can, but for an hour.
That should be
Okay.
enough. We're in the same building already. We just need to get her into another room somewhere.
So we need to find first someone that would work with your
Yeah. So,
definition of caring.
Alika, what do you
Alika-
know about the entourage?
Alika stands up and kind of brushes past the group, kind of turning sideways to get through. And she opens her and points out and says, "Gavin, I need you to round up the diplomat's entourage and talk to them. Tell them it's really important." And she pops back in, closes the door, and has like those sounds, like the ones with the sound seal. You're welcome, Robert, by the way. Now she's kind of standing with y'all in a group, like in the doorway. God, I killed him. It's not that funny, man.
Didn't expect it. I'm okay.
The doctor actually do that?
No, I
Please.
was not ready for you to say Gavin.
All right.
Okay, I'm good.
Counselor Aid Gavin.
I'm good.
We should also get hold of any relatives of N. Baron, because I'm going to need to do the same to her.
Yeah. We haven't had the... We know where she is. We've been keeping an eye, but we can't just barge into the Blair Sun and seize their editor. That's going to look really bad.
I'm well aware. I don't think anyone is more aware of that than me right now. But yeah, Theodora is the priority. But I don't want to let any of them slip, you know?
Do you have any idea who you're going to send to speak to the entourage to find the information we need?
I was going to have Gavin round them up, and I was going to hope that one of you... I do have a suspicion, though. The diplomat traveled with a personal connection. You know, like someone who's along because it's like emotional support, not do actual for work. So I'm hoping that can help.
Maybe?
Do we know who
It's our
this
best
person
bet.
is?
Trying to find that out currently.
Wonderful.
All right.
Well, once you do, I think we can convince them that this is important.
Doctor, you said they are not fans of the Solari. Are they going to let me cast this magic on her?
So, they at the very least do not believe the Solari to be dark. They just believe them to be lesser. As some people treat a child who is only born to one parent of a family, they believe the Solari are only one half of the Dawn, whereas they are the whole.
I see. Would it help if I told them I'm no longer a Solari?
I mean, they might still let you even if you were, but it's possible. You could lie and say you saw the error of your ways. Make them believe that you think that Sword is correct and the Solari are wrong.
Oh, well, about half of that is true anyway.
I mean, Sword is not correct, so that is definitely an incorrect half.
Yeah.
Gavin opens the door. You're welcome. Hands Alika a slip of paper and then says, she's ready in the chamber above. What the fuck? He like steps outside and literally looks above to see what it's at. 32. And steps up and steps back in.
Wow. He was
She?
quick.
Yeah. And Gavin's a little sweaty because he's been scrambling to do it really quick. He goes, yeah, her name's Almida. She's... I don't know much anything else. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for your hard work.
Thanks, Gavin.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Believe it's showtime now. You ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Your next
Recap.
visit's free, Gavin.
Recap. Doctor,
Look, I'm
you...
just... I live here too. Don't worry about it.
Doctor, you are an expert in all things Sylvain. Don't forget that. Faris, ex-Solaris, saw the error of your ways, wants to do better. We know something's wrong. We can help. You start with the talking. If things go south, I'll jump in.
Sure. And we are not telling them that you're connected to any of this, just so
No, please.
just
do
so
not-
you know. Okay.
Yeah, I think that would be best.
Strong agree. Thanks.
Okay, let's go.
To be fair, you're
Let's
not
go.
really.
Well,
Alright. So, as you pile out, Alika's going to catch Ferris on the way out. Just look her in the face and say, we don't know if this thing knows that we know yet. Be careful. It's probably dangerous.
I know. I'll be fine.
And then she suddenly gets kind of awkward relation. She's still holding onto your shoulder and just like,
She would see like Faris's hand was coming up to like hold onto hers, and then Faris just drops it when Alika pulls her hand away.
and then imagine like Zayke or a doctor be like, Ferris, don't fall behind or something.
Faris, you coming?
Yeah, got work to do. I'll see you later.
I think the camera just lingers on Alika as the door closes. She leans against her desk. And we pop back to Zayke leading the run up to Chamber 31.
Knock, knock.
The door opens from the inside, and you see this woman with mid-dark skin and like a fancy shroud across her face and this beautiful black gold trimmed dress. So I was told that the council wants to talk to me about something concerning the diplomat's health.
I am extremely sorry to bother you at this time, Amira. Was it? We have received a few bits of information that are troubling us, and I'm here to introduce you to one of the members of the council, the Vanguard, Faris Munir. And if you don't mind,
She's not on
I
the
shall-
council.
I'm not on the council.
This is nuts.
Also currently covered in mud, bloody and burned.
That only intensifies the gravity of the situation, is a. We
Yes,
have gone-
Farrah steps on the corner. She's like, "Ooh,
Hi.
We've gone through much tribulation to get this information to you, and we believe you are the only person in the face of this world that can help us in this moment. So please hear attentively." And kind of steps aside and lets Faris step up.
Thank you, Zayke. Firstly, I apologize for my appearance. I know this is quite untoward. We have discovered that there is a arcane entity that has sort of infected Theodora. There is a way to cure it. I can cure her. but it requires me to cast a spell on her in the presence of someone who cares deeply for her in some way, or has a connection to her.
As you're giving this whole speech, she like reaches into her long sleeve, pulls out a wand, a delicate little thing, and as you're talking, she just quietly lifts the dirt off of your outfit, starting from the bottom, going upwards.
Oh, thank you.
And she finishes as you're just before you say someone who cares for her, of the little flourish as all the gunk winds itself into a little ball and then launches itself into a nearby waste bin.
I may need to ask you about that spell later. So, we are hoping that you or someone else in her entourage would be willing to be present while I cast the spell.
Oh, this seems very important, and but I'm afraid I can't help you with that.
Why not?
She puts the wand back. I just don't think anyone who cares that deeply for Miss Theodora is here. And she kind of steps away, looks away a little bit.
Are you sure?
There's there's other ways, right? You know, diseases can be cured. I see you have a doctor here.
This is the only way.
The doctor steps forward and just goes, "In the name of the Father of the Dawn, do you speak the truth?"
Does Faris recognize this awkwardness?
No one can know. It can't come out this way. That would be completely improper. It is completely improper.
Vanguard, if I may give a suggestion, perhaps we could reassure Miss Amira here that the subject will be under extreme duress and will probably not remember the course of action that we'll lead. And we can make sure that the room is just us.
Yes. In fact, the fewer people there, the better. And also, the definition of cares for can be interpreted in many different ways. It doesn't have to mean any one thing.
Okay. If it's important, just please don't tell anyone else.
I understand, I won't.
Okay. I think she's going to be done with a morning meeting here pretty soon.
Great. We will need to subdue and restrain her in order to get this done.
Is she dangerous right now?
If she's unrestrained and becomes aware of what we're trying to do, the thing inside her might try to fight back. So my friend Falwyn here will have to subdue her. And then I will try to work fast.
How did this happen to her? Like, what caused this?
We're not sure, but I've cured another person already of this affliction, so I know it's going to work.
She stares at you so intently, and that tiny little pause before "I'm not sure."
It does appear that everyone that has been afflicted by this had passed through the same region that your ship coming here did. We assume that something is wrong in that area.
All right. This is gonna be awkward. And she's like adjusting little tiny things on her dress and getting everything just so. And she looks in the mirror and it's with her hair. And I think
Faris is watching her,
that,
just like.
It's like, I see myself in this.
Before that confrontation, is where we will call it for this week.
Ooh.
Yes.
Next week we'll have a scone heist, fix a
scone
diplomat.
Scone heist.
Scone
Great
heist.
scone heist.
Stone heist.
I think the Great Scone Heist is next week's episode title.
Oh, yeah, that
Yes.
should be, honestly.
I love
Yeah,
it.
you do realize that
Oh,
these two need to end up together, or else we will have words.
yeah, we
Yeah.
will. We will have
We
words.
will riot.
I mean, like, sometimes these things don't work out. It's fine.
Nat,
That's just what
you
life's
shut
like.
your face.
No, but sometimes they
Shut
do,
your
Nat.
fucking
Sometimes
face.
they do.
We already
Need to
have
get-
a couple romances that seem to be doing fine right now, so we gotta have a couple
No,
failures
just-
in there too, right?
No, just like have it in the background. Just be like, yes, and they love each other, and it's great. You never see them.
Yeah,
again.
they just
Both
show
of the
up
lesbian
and, like,
couples must flourish.
Yes.
Oh, there's another one.
All right. I wanted to call out some thank yous because we had a flurry of donation support for the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation here today, and I just thank you so much. It's a very important cause and a very personal cause for us.
Yeah.
Sam, is there any people you wanted to call out in particular for that?
Yeah, we have 2 donations today. We have a wonderful one from our lovely Megan here, one from Robot Claw, but the amazing Thrill Mage made a large donation here on our last day. So we have now
Thank you
raised
so much.
Yes, thank you. We have now raised a
you.
total of $800 for the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation, which really means a lot. If you don't know, I have Crohn's disease, and it's really affected my life. I've had to leave work because of it. So being able to, raise some awareness and some funds for research means a lot to me. So thank you so much for all of the love and support this whole week. It really means a ton. So thank you. Thank you.
You guys have been the best,
Seriously.
Best chat
especially
ever.
Not the best.
everyone here right now.
Tuesday. All right. Sam, you want to kick us off?
Yes, sure. Thank you again, everybody. I am Sam. In addition to being a player here in No Initiative, I'm one of the admins at the Chromatic Chimera and the Accessibility Director. You can find me on Twitter at TheSamWisest, and here I am SamWiseGameG on Twitch. I'm going to be streaming video games more in the new year, so follow me if you like that. Let's see, I'm going to be here next on Wednesday for our Fantasy Age campaign, Agora's Bells. We are in some high-level endgame stuff, so if you want to see, I think we're level 13 in Fantasy Age right now. There's pretty crazy shit. We're going to be fighting an ancient dragon this Wednesday, so come and see that. And Saturday is our series finale of Mysteries of the Mojave, our Monster of the Week campaign. So that is it for me, but again, seriously, thank you all so much for all of the support this week for our fundraiser. And I'll drop it down to Nunu.
I can't function. Nat is killing me. These who woos in chat. What is happening?
No woos in chat.
I refuse.
Mr. Quoo West is my favorite. Thanks, Issa.
I am
Yeah.
You are all welcome.
Is it you have poisoned this?
poisoned.
You have poisoned this worse
sacred
than
community.
the scones have poisoned anything.
All right, Anyway, I'm Nunu. You can find me online where you find people online at JNunuText, Twitter, Instagram, h.io, where I have a few games there, so go and check that out. Apart from that, you can find me here on Mondays with these lovely people. And I've already started chatting with some of these people, well, all of them, about a few things that might be coming in the next year. But that's all I'm going to say. Goodbye. Who's next? Issa, it's you.
It's me. Hi, I'm Izza. You can find me at Evil Clever Dog on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, where I post cool cosplay and crafting videos. I just posted a video about my Miss Marvel cosplay, and next month I'll post a video where I make the Stygian blade from Hades. I've nearly finished it, finally. I'm very excited. And you can also find me here on Saturdays playing in the Trio Bright with Nat, which is a Burn Bright campaign. And you can also find me God, what do I do? Next Friday, I just forgotten all the
don't you
things that I
do?
do. What don't I do? I do too many things. Yeah, so also next Friday, I am part of a superhero two-shot raising money for charity for relief in the Philippines. We're playtesting a new system called Legends, a new superhero game. So yeah, come and check that out. It's going to be over on Friends That Roll Dice. It was supposed to start last week, but we had to shift it by a week due to health problems with some of the people. But yeah, so it'll still be 2 weeks. We're just moving it along by a week. And I'm also part of the Asians Represent Critical Read Al Qadim podcast, which is every third Saturday of the month. The next one will be December the 19th, where we critically examine and analyze and tear to shreds the AD&D Al Qadim book, which is hella racist and sexist. So come for a good time there. And also on Wednesdays, I stream Pokemon Soul Silver with my friend Finn on her Twitch channel, twitch.tv/FinnTheBin. So yeah, the many places you can find Izza. I think that's all of them. I think I did it. It's a lot of places. How do I find time to do anything? Next person go. Who's next? I don't have the overlay up. I can never
It's
remember.
me.
Yay.
It's me. Hello. I am Megan. I have been your spy. You can find me on Twitter and places about the internet at MeganLynnFTW, where I just shout about TTRPG systems and shitpost. So huzzah. I am also an indie game designer, and you can find any of my games on MeganLynnFTW.itch.io. I recently released a game all about creating bonds between characters prior to campaigns that I'm really excited about. I also wrote a quest supplement about creating bonds between characters for session zeros that I'm super happy with. So you can check that and some other stuff if you like sad games that are mostly set in space and sometimes feature robots. All my stuff is over there. And I'm actually not doing anything other than this game this month. I'm taking a month off from my normal show Unprepared, and we will be back in January with more GMless and Prepless games. So I'm gonna pass it on up to Robert.
Yo, what up, homies? I am Robert Allen.
You can find me on the
Nobody likes
interwebs
that.
at Voices of Robert. You loved it. Don't even pretend. You can find me on the interwebs, Twitch, Twitter, not Instagram, fuck that place. YouTube at Voices of Robert. Also itch.io, but I haven't released anything. Fuck you guys. I'm talking about these guys, not you. Chat, you're fine. Them. I am here, of course, every Monday at 6:30 p.m. I mean, I'm here at 6:30 a.m., but there's nothing streaming with these lovely people for Quest, the Soaring City. Please come back every week. Bring your friends, bring your neighbors, bring everyone you know. Go out, print out some sheets, and just like hand them out everywhere to go watch Chromatic Chimera on Mondays. But yeah, that's honestly me. I played the Doctor today. I'm just gonna give this over to Nathaniel, who is right over here. Spirit gun.
Hi, I'm Nat. I was the guide, so I was all the characters that these 5 wonderful people were not today. Had a great time. You can find anything else of me on my Twitter account at CrimeNat, KRAMNAT. You can also hire me for writing and editing and all that crap. You can also, if you liked this game, I run another game on Chromatic Chimera on Saturdays with Izza and a couple of friends, Adam, Ali, and Drac, at 6 Eastern, slightly earlier than this one, and on the weekend. It's pretty cool. God, there was fun. Oh, and I want to shout out one other thing. 3 of our cast, Megan, Nunu, and Izza, got to be voices on the audio version of the Quest digital book, right? That's
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
they
it's
weren't
the
the
first
main
chapter.
characters.
A bit of it.
They were
First chapter.
the example of
Yeah.
play, right? Yeah.
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 So, and I think that is just awesome, and I wanted to shout that out. You can go find that around.
Yes, it's on
Oh, yeah.
Spotify.
Yeah. Just,
Spotify?
And Anchor.
Yeah.
And Anchor, yeah.
Spotify and Anchor, so it's a narrative
on
walkthrough of
Spoofy?
the first chapter of how to play Quest.
Easiest
Yeah.
way is
Audio.
probably.
I did not know it was on Spoofy.
Yeah, go to Twitter
Yeah, sounds-
at QuestRPG. It's the pinned tweet.
The pin
The
twit.
link
Yeah.
is there. The pinned tweet.
And then
yeah.
while you're there, follow Quest RPG.
Yeah, for
they
sure.
also-
Definitely follow Quest RPG
Because there's
Absolutely.
some awesome stuff coming up.
and No
for
Initiative TV.
Quest. And then follow No Initiative TV to hear about all the article stuff that we're doing.
And the 6 of us are No Initiative TV. You can follow, get all our updates at on Twitter at No Initiative TV. And we're a good group.
Cappuccino.
Oh my god. Thank you all.
Alright, thank you all so much
time.
for hanging out with us. You're
We're
amazing.
gonna.
We
we're
love
gonna-
you.
Yes, we're gonna rate our friends over at Pelgrane Press, who are actually one of our sponsors.
Yes.
They're playing some 13th Age, which is what we're gonna be playing next Wednesday over on our regular games. So come and check that out. We also have some secret 13th Age stuff in the works. So get a sneak peek at the system. And thanks again, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Tuesday.